Congratulations.
Where are the snack cauldrons?
Look behind Sean on the ground in the pullout.
I always love the fact that we use terminology that is obviously over description, but fits D&D perfectly.
Well, these are actual cauldrons, though.
Behind me? Oh, I just call them bowls. Maybe I'm just uncultured.
I have some other ideas too.
Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you do?
Okay, I can share with you later as well.
The black bowls that we usually use?
Underneath all this stuff.
By the way, I like it.
Should I be looking for something?
We're just looking for the black balls. There they are.
Behind me, behind you, same thing.
Also, is a deadly weapon.
I was going to say used for rolling and
really
something.
heavy. Yes.
Goodness.
Can I hand some over to you?
You're sitting here, David?
That is fancy.
I like the
Are those M&Ms
I like
or
having
peanut M&Ms?
Peanut butter.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
All dressed.
It is the only required
I
thing.
tried the crab dungeness.
Everything else comes and
sale.
goes.
Yeah.
Peanut
I'm
butter
a
M&Ms are
They're
forever.
okay. They're okay.
It's like Old Bay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I almost got those too. Like,
But it may have been I had some of these, and these have like such a robust and like upfront flavor that it's underwhelming to switch to
I'm
something
so
else.
glad that your Mega D20 is on our side.
it's rolled a lot of 20s.
I've lived in fear of that thing,
As one does.
as one does. Are there any more bowls left? I was going to
Yes.
set
I can hand out
our kindly DM with some...
I don't know if I'm kindly yet.
Neither do
You are kind enough to volunteer to be DM.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will take that. This actually was really fun because I've
Or-
only,
At least 5
other than
minutes.
this group, I've only ever played online, and so anyway, it's a different experience. Even like just to show up and be like, I gotta find in Robert's closet instead of just search for images on Google to put on a grid.
Yeah, it's fun having the pieces.
And Benji came down when we were setting up initially before he went to this program. I was like, "Can I help?" I'm like, "Sure." So like,
Absolutely.
So like all the stuff on this side that looks really good. That's what he did.
Amazing.
That is.
Don't feel bad. I get the same treatment. I did this part. Oh, that's nice, Joe. Keep it over there in the corner.
Good job, buddy.
I think I need higher contrast to that. What do you want?
Oh dear. I was gonna say, like, do we need to not have these on our table? However,
Yeah, I can. Sorry.
No, you're
Do you
good.
want
You're
hot
good.
honey,
You're good.
all
I'm thinking.
dressed
I'm talking
for
the chips.
sweet
I'm
Maui
like,
onion?
I'm thinking of half.
Or I can do that.
Oh my gosh. I'll go with Maui onion.
I love that Robert always
But
says
does
we eat
anyone know
from
the
5:30 to
Wi-Fi
6, and I don't think we're ever down
Robert.
or 6:30.
No,
I hope Rob does. Either.
I've never actually paid attention, but yeah.
I don't think I can get here before 6 today.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome.
Oh,
I'll have you guys know I've been gaining weight recently. I don't blame any of you. I blame myself. But thank you for being supportive.
I'm supportive of you gaining more weight.
I actually had to go buy sweatpants because you should never struggle to get into sweatpants.
Would you like some unsolicited advice?
Always, as long as I don't want to.
No, it's useless.
Oh.
Too
Well, I
late.
will tell you.
I actually had no advice to give you. I just wanted to see if
feel
I could
left
get you
out
enough.
and fulfilled. I didn't know that was a combination.
So I am married to a woman who recently discovered that
You're married
VRs
to a woman? That's great.
are
By the way,
sold
if
at
you weren't, that
Costco,
would be okay too.
and
Thank you.
I feel like we're so. I was gonna say that I discovered this thing, and I was like, I actually didn't. It was my wife, and then I expressed that part of the story in a very odd manner.
That's not
leading to everything that just happened. None of that has anything to do with Costco rebrands Vioris, which are my most favorite and I think the best sweatpant on the market. So if you're in the market still, despite having just purchased sweatpants, the Kirkland branded Vioris are
Okay.
They're just as
tremendous.
good as the normal ones?
This might be a little ironic.
Oh, I need to go check
They
that
just,
out.
they're the same ones, just with a Kirkland brand
Jen-
tag on.
Jen's headed out right now to get sweatpants.
Is she really?
Yeah, no,
Is she going to Costco?
Yeah, not Costco.
I go to Nordstrom Rack because you can buy the Nikes there for like 30% off.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not athletic, but I like to pretend.
that's how Nike makes all their money.
Yes.
So hope.
Hopium.
Hope it was strong.
In this one.
Are we ready to
Did
start?
we establish where we are, or
No, you
Okay.
don't know anything yet.
you know nothing, Jon Snow?
We have some.
I'm a bugbear.
Background noise we can turn on.
I
What are you looking for?
am a demon.
Just chorus.
I'm
sound.
the
Best
bugbear.
thing
You can do
is
some
the
music too.
activity
Some-
in-
Oh, are you
beyond
that?
excited.
That is adorable.
I'm a bugbear.
So-
That's an adorable
A
height.
Quasit. I know.
Oh, I love this.
Quasit. Closet's way.
I feel bad. I wish I
Okay,
could remember.
so before we begin, I just want to throw a few things out which are not going to be surprising to those of you who played with me before. My natural abilities lean towards mechanics and tactics, and so I subconsciously focus on that. I really want to make sure we do lots of good role-playing and storytelling, so I'm hoping that all of you will help me with that. Particularly for these first few sessions, feel free to point out if you think one of your fellow players deserves inspiration for playing well.
He deserves inspiration already. Yes.
for explaining the story, on beginning the story. The other thing is, I really like the optional rules and like to tinker with rules if I don't think they're complicated. Anyway, and particularly, I'm always trying to increase the chaos of battle and like the fog of war. If you feel like I'm overdoing it, please feel free to let me know. And I haven't looked at very many of the new rules for 2024, so if I'm telling you something wrong about your character, I'm wrong.
I guarantee we're doing it wrong.
I was gonna.
We probably
I'm curious.
won't
Has anyone actually like lawyered up and reviewed all of the rules? Because I got to the point where I could make a character, and that's as far as I got.
I read the
I
first
watched 2
chapter.
YouTube
That's
videos
exactly
about
as far
this.
as I got.
Okay.
Yeah, I read the first chapter and I determined that nothing was actually different in the first chapter, and so
Our
I quit.
D&D attorney is showing up in a few minutes.
I was hoping. Yeah.
Out here in the corner.
Actually, I've got D&D
There's-
Beyond on my iPad. It might be listening on us, so if we make a mistake...
One thing that you've said
it'll
that I
just tell us.
disagree with, which is, if you say something and we disagree with it, you're always right. That's why you're sitting. That's why you're sitting there.
Well, if I say
You're on
something
our
about
team,
your
man.
character, I could be wrong.
That's what the dragon means.
Okay.
We're live. We're good to go.
Okay.
We don't have music though.
Who's got music?
Oh, I sorry, I didn't prepare. Should I start singing now?
Yeah, no, but let's
Don't you have a ballad?
get the intro all prepared, right? Like, we sent you the music.
Totally. This is just like work. I'll just wing it.
There we go.
You gasp awake. Your mind is clouded. Your thoughts are struggling to be coherent, but your instincts are screaming that something is off. As your disorientation begins to clear, you realize you are laying on your back looking up at a full moon. No, 2 full moons. One in front of the other. The ground is hard and the breeze is chilly. You realize that you are naked. As you sit up, your head throbs, and you see others, some lying, some lying still, others sitting up. You are ranged at the edge of a clearing, like your bodies are the spokes of a wheel pointing toward the center of the clearing. There are dying embers in the center of the clearing, and in the light of the full moon, you think the whole middle of the clearing is scorched. In the shadows of these trees, you think you see bundles past the heads of those across from you. And then each of you has a little additional information that you might be thinking or feeling or remembering.
So I'll just pass it down because you
Okay.
keep handing it to me.
Oh, that one's yours, and then those. Yeah.
Your name's on
These
it.
two are.
Oh, my name's on it.
That's Zoro. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Zoro.
Zorro.
I see Devil Girl.
Zorro.
It was good. I like
Thank you.
I can see you're French already.
I'm not actually.
Hey, get the angle where I'm singing.
Side profile is always a good profile.
Yeah, right. Just
Is this the right word?
Yes.
It is quite possibly.
You'll-
if I
You'll know when you see it. It's like the 5th word from the end.
Yes, it should be possession.
That's what I thought. Okay.
When I'm typing
All
quickly, if I don't misspell a word, I don't catch it because
The red squiggles didn't
the
appear.
squiggles didn't appear. So I must have spelled what I meant to spell.
Are you guys all just like fragments of like my personality? Because that's exactly what I do. No red squiggles, no red problems.
I am not a fragment of your personality, I assure you.
That's what I would say.
It's the other way around.
You are
You are a figment of his imagination.
you are the mere fragment.
Yeah.
I am the whole.
Yeah.
Who's the main character?
Who is? Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna have a couple of credit cards. I'm gonna have some fun.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Rex Kingsley stretches, looks down. He's like, "Yep, checks out." But Saturday night, I guess. Can I stand up?
You may stand up. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna stand up.
Zorro stands up and says, "It appears that I'm naked. You are welcome."
I look around for my clothing and my gear.
So behind your head, there is a bundle of clothing and weapons and armor that you have.
And my character,
Just that, not any chips or anything.
Just
like
that at this point, yes.
Okay.
That's all you.
my character is going to start.
I get dressed while you guys are talking about yourselves.
So who the heck are all of you? It seems pretty unnecessary to leave us here naked when they just took our stuff and they put it right next to us.
My character's going to get up and start freaking out. Where is it? Where is it? And I'm going to frantically search for my weapon.
There is clothes, armor, and a sword there.
A sword.
A sword, not the sword.
Okay, so I'm going to get up and I'm going to start frantically searching in the immediate vicinity. So I'm going to just stand up and go behind a tree.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. And I don't remember. I didn't write that part.
I'm going to watch him with hands on my hips, making sure that my manhood is always pointed to wherever he goes.
Lord almighty.
And so it begins.
Wait. I'm going to cast Mage Hand and put it
Your manhood?
over his manhood, so no one has to see it anymore.
14.
Is it
14.
translucent?
Okay. Where do I put
Oh,
you?
we just lost all our viewers. Thanks, Chris. It actually blows like a TV.
The number of inappropriate things like that could have happened.
So
with
the
Mage
thing
Hand
that
is
you
so-
notice immediately is that in this circle of 10 people, including yourself, there are 3 that are not getting up, that were to your right.
It's just lying around a little
And
bit.
then there appears to be another
Stand up to
body
go.
on the other side of the clearing from you.
I'll go ahead and stand up too.
I'll go through their stuff.
You go
Yeah,
through
I should head over to this.
the 3 bodies in the. So as you go, the first one appears to be a half elf man, but it's hard to tell because as you go down his body, about here his skin stops and there's just muscle, and then you go further down, muscle stops and there's just bone. I don't know if you've ever seen that visible man. Visible man.
I go through stuff. I don't care
Oh,
about him.
the stuff. Okay. Well, so there's a pile of clothes with weapons, some daggers, and leather armor.
Is your character a raccoon just looking for the shiny?
And then
Is it our stuff or is it somebody else's?
so at each of your
Are you
head
good?
there is clothes, armor, and weapons. You don't have armor, but your quarterstaff and your weapon.
Ah, it's my scarf there.
There is a scarf in red wool that has a few rune-like markings in it, but it's not your scarf.
Hi. Oh, that's odd.
Is there any weapon? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Rex Kingsley is interested in the other creatures, maybe not necessarily humans. I will go over to this green creature on the ground and I try to help it up. It looks like, yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh. Are you alright?
I'm going to go invisible.
He disappears.
I'm gonna go check out the 2 that are still laying there to check to see whether they have any health signs or anything like that.
There are
Yeah.
3 still in
There's
there.
well, the one is just a skull and a little bit of spine.
Okay.
And then there is,
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I don't think you can heal him.
and then there is a dwarf. You presume you can only really see kind of his head, and then he just this kind of skin disappears as you start to the chest.
Okay.
Then and then the muscles disappear, and you can see like organs, and then like there's bone, but not the whole thing. Like his feet are missing, and the person next to him is more complete. But again, there's this like very. So I'm imagining in my head the Visible Man, which is this like doll from anatomy classes where you can like pull off pieces. So that's like, and that's what it's like. They're just like missing parts of themselves.
Very odd wounds.
yeah.
Like I've seen anything like this before.
And there's no like blood or like distress. It's very clean and.
In my pack, the clothes. Was there a weapon for me?
If you had a weapon on your character sheet.
I did not.
Okay, so no.
Okay. I do get dressed, and then I say, "Everyone, do not worry. I am here," and I'll cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Over by this tree, there's a ping there's some magical auras in the shadows. You can tell that there's a body there, and there's some magical aura coming from that direction.
So then, very theatrically, I'll say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I have just detected with my mind's eye that there is the power of the beyond over there." And I'll start walking.
I'm going to run over there and magically reappear.
It was me all along.
Yeah.
So I might give him a number of uses per,
I have
per day.
some
because-
severe debilities. Debilities.
Disabilities?
Disability.
Yes.
Speaking. As I walk over there,
English
I'll
language
be in,
being one of
like,
them.
a pose of being ready to strike.
I would like to.
There's one strong aura, and then there's some smaller auras, fragmentary, that are overlapping there, just as you get closer.
On the
to
body.
Over by that, so it's the
By the
tree
body.
by where the familiar is?
Yeah.
Is this body more put together than the other ones?
If you go over and look, it is a flamboyantly dressed human man. His hair is scorched off. The front of his robes are burnt. There is he's disfigured. You can't really make out. There is a beaten, tattered, singed book at his right side, which is open. And then there is, on his other side, kind of tucked almost like the side of the tree, there is a leather bag. It looks like a shoulder bag that's, like a laptop bag kind of, but wider.
I like to
Joe, could you
administrate to the bodies.
Which one
If
is
they're alive, if I can heal them, whatever
Okay.
I can do. Like,
Go ahead and make a medicine check for me,
to the tree.
The other one. By the
tree.
There you go. Thank you.
just to see how much you...
I'll wander over there as well. First, and move closer. Not like next to them, like 5 feet back.
Natural 20.
Okay.
First roll, that's what I say. First roll of the night, natural 20.
First roll of the campaign.
We're off to a great start.
I beat you
It's
to
best-
it.
It is
It's
only
early.
Burn them all out
now.
All downhill from
He
there.
is dead from massive trauma induced by excessive heat.
I'm
Wasn't
gonna
me.
pick up-
That wasn't me.
I'm gonna pick up the
I
book.
just I don't think
and
so.
see if I can
Are
read
you on
it.
fire?
It
No, I'm
appears to
I'm a
be...
Dragonborn.
You
I'm
can't
a
read
red.
it, but you can recognize what's in it. It's pretty beaten up. There's not a lot, but it is appears to have been a spell book, and you could probably pick some stuff out of it if you had a
To the
place to
dead
write them
body.
down.
So
I structure
that
on
first-
spell book.
first one.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
add
go
it to
through
my
his pockets.
inventory.
Are the other bodies there? Are they all? Are they dressed or? Are
They
there
are
piles
also-
of clothing as well.
There's piles of clothing with weapons and armor.
Can I go through those and see what
I
there
just
is?
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were going through. I don't know if I
you're-
finished telling you. Anyway, so there was, so the black person who was most complete, leather armor, clothes, daggers, other small such accoutrements. Appears to be a dwarf next. Heavy armor, clothes, big old axe, and then the other one is just a gigantic skull and a little bit of spine and clothes, no armor, giant greatsword. Appears to have been something his size.
Oh, I go to that great sword.
I'll
Where's
take
that?
the daggers.
The skull.
Oh,
You
I
take
had,
the daggers?
I had,
Okay.
I beeline it right
How many
from
are
there.
there?
2 daggers, and you can have some darts.
And did I find daggers? I had found my
You-
own 2 daggers
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yes.
So now I've got 4 daggers. Okay. And then
I did not think that you guys would try and steal from the dead bodies for some reason. I don't know
after
why.
that, I want to go
Can
through
I-
the pockets of the
Yes, you can pocket the
dead
great sword
I'm taking this great sword.
and extra to clothes if you want.
I don't want. But I do want to go through the pockets of the dead guy, of
Okay.
the dead mage,
Um,
at some point.
Yeah,
Checks out.
What's this thing in the middle?
that is supposed to be smoke coming out of the
That's just
smoldering center of the.
Are there? Can I investigate around there? Is there any markings on
Yeah, go ahead and give me. You can do perception, I guess.
Can I scream, "Who are all you people?
Yeah.
And why are we here?" But I want to cast my voice a little bit so they can't tell it's me, because I don't like drawing attention. Because I'm tiny.
Do we know who we are?
I weigh 8 pounds.
We have our prior memories?
You
except-
have your mind is cloudy. You know who you are. You have memories, but they're still kind of fragmentary.
So I've lost maybe like the last 6 hours.
Is no one else
No, it's
concerned with
more-
who you all are? Who
like
are
you,
you?
you
I know who
remember
I am.
you remember going to sleep.
Does anyone
And
know
then you woke
anyone?
up here.
You
But
all
you've got-
know
and
me,
you remember
obviously.
you remember your brother.
I don't know you.
Never seen
You remember
before.
some things, but it's not kind of all in place.
All I know is that
I
you
can
weren't
tell.
very impressive.
I feel like
but
I
you
can
wanted to
answer
show
some
us
other
that
questions.
You can take a
And you're
goat and wrap it in gold, but it's still a goat.
I am both goat and gold. I get distracted by the water, and I start looking at myself in the reflection and fixing my hair.
Okay.
Oh.
You have to find a spot where there's not a tree because with the full moon it's dim light. So yeah.
So
gotta be that shadow.
I got 17 on that investigation.
Okay. So as you look through here,
So
this
where are you over here on the water?
I'm on the banks over there. You're gonna push me in, aren't you?
Can I sneak up and push him in?
you're welcome to go ahead and make a strength check. And
I weigh 8 pounds. I'm probably gonna fail.
and if you're trying to do it sneakily, you can give me a stealth check to see if he has to just do strength or if he can choose between strength and
I rolled a
athletics.
4 for my sneak, so I'm gonna not.
Okay, Zoro, you may use either athletics or acrobatics to try and resist.
And I rolled a 4 for strength.
Okay.
So when I fail, I'm gonna attempt to hug his leg and just tell him how much
I rolled
I
an 18.
admire his person.
Okay. This little lizard creature is hugging your leg.
And I look down and I say, I have that effect on you.
I have a really long tongue, and I'm
Careful
gonna
not to
lick
get
your
your
hand
horns.
while you're petting my head.
I enjoy this.
As do I.
His tail wags back and forth. So in the middle there,
Sit next to each other.
Urbandale, back at it again. Every campaign.
there used to be grass here, but it's had burned away. There's scorch marks. Towards the outside of the circle, kind of where everyone's feet were, maybe. You found some chalk dust. There seem to have been some sort of symbols and some carvings in the dirt. It's mostly obscured, but you would guess would be there was some magic going on here. But it's hard to read with whatever.
I see. And from looking around my surroundings, what kind of trees and shrubbery is there here? And we beasties about. Is there anything that perhaps might give us a clue as to where we are?
Yeah, so this is really odd. So it's not silent, right? You can hear an owl hooting off that direction in 50, 60 paces. Further away, over here, you hear a wolf howl. But in your immediate vicinity, it is strangely quiet. You're not hearing night birds. You're not hearing crickets. No scurrying feet. The trees around the edge of this clearing appear to be evergreen, pine trees of some sort. With your perception... but you can see that kind of off in the distance, the silhouettes are not right for all the trees to be that way.
I'd like to investigate some of those markings on the ground.
Go for it. Roll an Arcana check.
I'd also like to check out the
And
skull.
I'll come back to you.
And I want to see how soon that they perished, and any information I can get, what type of thing this was.
Go ahead and give me medicine or survival if you prefer.
Neither one of those are great. I will choose... I got a 3.
Do you want perception?
Way to get a
Arcana, nature.
Arcana if you're trying
This
to
skull
understand.
is dead.
Y'all just
8.
said nope.
8. You're pretty sure these are runes for doing magic, and there probably was a whole circle here, and there was probably both like carvings in the dirt, and then like chalk, which maybe was a line, or maybe there was additional runes of some sort with the chalk, but it's just all messed up. The skull is perfectly clean, and it's attached to a spine, and you actually see nerves coming out the end of the spine, but it ends mid vertebrae, like perfectly clean mid vertebrae.
Like a cleave, like it was cut.
But you don't know anything that could cut that cleanly.
I'm gonna take the skull and put it on my belt.
Okay, and it's large. It's like the size of his head.
Oh, great. Will work as a
minus
pouch.
horns. What?
I was like a normal skull the size of one's head.
What? It is bigger than your skull. That is what I'm trying to say here.
He's like, how tall are
quite
you?
large.
again?
Welcome to being the DM.
He's about 10 foot tall.
Yeah, he's about 10 feet
He's
tall.
like,
So.
we need to take measurements?
Can we come back to names? I'm Gagramar.
Gagramar quit it. I get very tired of him very fast, and I swat him off my leg.
I'm still Gagramar. Who are you all?
What did I find?
Who are you?
On the person.
Why are we here?
I'm Rex Little.
You found
Rex Kingsley.
These clothes
Why are
used
we
to be
here?
very
I
expensive and nice.
don't know.
Oh, no. Yes.
But dirty around the hems.
But to
He's
adventure, of
not been in the
course.
city for a little bit, at least, or he's unkept.
I'm Elden.
And then
Elden?
most everything else was probably in the bag. There's not much else on his person.
Right, I want to go through his back.
You want to go through the bag too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, glare.
I will get there. I just want to.
Fine.
If you're ignoring all that, Mike, I keep talking to you.
Although I need no introduction, I'm Zvor, world famous prestidigitator, wizard. You may have read some of my escapades in the
I'd like
past.
to do an Arcana check. I'm Elden, Druid of the First Order of the Circle of
Yes.
Glenafric.
As in, I'm sorry.
Pretty well trained in that. I'm Elden,
Yes.
Much
I'll
Druid
give
of the
you
First
advantage
Order of the
because you're cleric.
Circle of...
Kind of like mix wisdom in.
You're not understanding you will be...
No.
What are you
If you would rather do religion,
Well, I can see any
Or
beasties like you before.
Okay.
What makes more sense?
Nice.
so I'll give you advantage because it's in between the two.
Okay.
That's
What's your name?
It's funny how I can understand you, but you
26.
can't understand me.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only
funny for
you.
So
So
my name is Elden,
you know that there are
Druid
various
of the
spells
First
to bring
Order of the
people back to
Circle of
life,
Glenafric.
and some of them you need
Here,
a body,
this is for
and
you.
some of them
I'm a friend of
grant a
all.
body, and some of them the body is recreated from some small
Mm.
piece. This has the appearance of a body
Friend.
that was bodies
You.
that were being created
Rex Kingsley.
but didn't.
My
finish.
father's name is
Oh,
Vika.
spell was shot
Rex?
partway through.
Rex.
Yeah.
Did you read all this?
Rex.
Do I get the
Rex
like,
again.
we were also
Rex Kingsley.
the ones who were successful?
Yeah, I mean, you were all
Did you
laying
spend
there,
Just have
and
to
you
do
just
a
woke
D&D
up
campaign
here.
every other D&D
Um,
You gotta pick
I
one.
remember.
In character.
No,
But you don't remember
Sorry,
dying.
I'll put that
so-
out.
No,
In
it
a
worked.
tavern.
And I'm very thoughtful about that. So.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember
What
dying. It was
manner of
before
books
that.
are
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
Well, you see
yes,
before
yes,
you is
but
the
you
fine
also,
specimen of a
you also
dragon.
feel much better than you have in a while.
I haven't seen
It
any
is,
dragons
but
before.
Clarence.
Hey, well,
That's the first
I'm not a
Sneaky guy
dragon.
told me to give these.
Dragonborn.
You also
Dragon, what's the
find-
difference?
Did I not print that off?
Are dragons not born of dragons?
Dragons are beasts.
You did. You just left it on the printer at
Right.
home.
No, I might not have gotten
That's
printed off.
the art.
Okay,
Yes.
so from memory, there is in the bag, there is a very nice leather-bound book that's completely blank and has super expensive
That's my point.
parchment,
Okay.
quills, inks,
All dragons are born of dragons.
There is
Therefore, they are dragonborn. But
lockpicks
perhaps
and things.
dragonborn is something
There's
different. I
another
just
set
I've not seen
for
I wield
which you would use
weapons,
for forgery.
and I'm not of a monstrous
All
size.
sorts of things. There's a bunch of like
There might be
herbs,
some
bandages.
dragon blood in my
um,
veins.
There are
We have distanced ourselves from the dragons.
these things.
before.
They're
Very
corrupt and evil.
fine. Very fine indeed.
I take the backpack in total.
Um,
I know what that is.
and there's a fifth bottle in there that is rather than being red, and I didn't print that off either. Oh no, it's here. It's just okay. It just didn't keep the thing. Yeah. So burglar pack, thieves tools, forgery kit, herbalism kit, 2 kits, 140 days worth of rations.
Oh wow.
The red
You hungry?
liquid.
18 pounds.
Yeah.
The red bottles that have it's a red liquid that glimmer when you agitate it. A bottle with the sparkling golden mist that moves, but when you shake the bottle, it moves like water, not like mist.
Should we be ready?
There's 200 feet of rope, and then the other things, the leather-bound book, the inks, the quills, the parchments, etc. And the inside of the bag is much bigger than the outside of the bag, and it only weighs 5 pounds.
My bag now.
Should I give you my character sheet early?
It would have helped.
Are these our things? I guess is.
Well, he's the one. It depends if you.
You recognize?
Now they're his things.
Yeah, I guess so.
He just
140 rations. That seems like a lot for this team.
You guys don't have any backpacks, do you?
Oh, there are some backpacks in there as well.
Oh, good. Are there 7 backpacks or 6 backpacks?
There's 10 backpacks actually.
No,
Oh,
there are
right.
9
Perfect.
backpacks and a satchel. I do not use backpacks.
And
But like one of them has like the burglar kit in it and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Like a pretty bird, aren't you?
so basically, it's all of our stuff.
Is it
basically.
beautiful?
Mostly,
Then yes.
things that would be useful.
All things in nature
So,
are
like-
beautiful.
Like your
Including
gem specifically isn't there. He has some things that were personal that aren't there, but kind of general things that someone of your talents would use.
So basically, I tossed 2 things to you that you can use any way you want, and you just said, "Okay, we're going to get rid of these." Okay.
Well, I mean,
for now.
I did give you that 5th potion. It's not a healing potion.
I do have.
Wait,
an-
so
an
has
application.
anybody observed him going through all this stuff, or is he just doing?
I start handing out backpacks.
Okay.
I give each of you a backpack. And
Do-
if you don't
do we
want a
recognize
backpack,
This one
Nope.
isn't mine.
because it's all I've got in here.
I
And I
took the
give
biggest
each
one.
of you
You just
20 pounds or 20 days of rations.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh.
I tear one of the straps off and I say, "See, satchel."
For Dragonborn, this is 10 days worth.
Well, I have 3,000 days worth.
So now you've all got your food. I pocket this weird liquid. that I
Like
don't
you
know
funny
what it is.
little.
What are you?
I'm a
Um,
Quasit. I need a friend.
It is labeled as
I'll trade you
liquid luck.
rations for protection.
Its name was what?
As liquid luck.
There.
Liquid luck.
Yes.
You can have my my rations too, wee beastie.
And I'll tell you later
rations.
what it does if
Do you want more rations
Oh,
for
you can
protection?
take you can take all of my rations. I don't need them.
Is it
Okay, I'll
safe to
take 'em.
assume we have our?
I have more rations
our-
to trade you for
you
protection.
have
at this point.
Yeah.
your basic gear. I
Basic
can't
of the
remember
week.
anything special that
Not
you
really.
don't have.
You keep me strong. I keep
Yeah.
you safe.
All right.
This is
Like
how
the
we
most
survive.
special thing was like
Yes.
the emblem of. Like,
Why
Yeah,
don't
so
you
you
need
have that.
rations?
As a cleric, he would have known.
Do you not
I make-
eat?
I make my
Don't
own
With
food.
a holy symbol. Yes.
So I get.
and
heard of
nothing
that.
of personal value.
Yes, I make these fine little berries that you can eat and you feel nice and full all day long.
They make me explode.
I'm trying to figure
That's
out how to
metagame,
distribute this stuff. I didn't write. I cannot write things down
Yeah.
because you were writing it.
Yeah, well,
It
it's
sounds
okay.
like it's most people's packs.
Most people's pack. Yeah. So there's a burger kit and forgery kit for you.
Yeah.
Someone had both a healer's kit and an herbalism kit, and someone else had a healer's kit.
I had a calligraphy kit.
I had a healer's kit.
I have.
So things.
I
so
have no
I also had
packages.
an herbalist kit.
I'm gonna pile the kits,
Yeah.
like except for the burger kit and the forger kit.
Yeah.
Those I pocket and don't let anyone see.
Yeah.
The others I set out for you guys.
And the
to
thieves,
pick
yeah,
up.
the
I'll
thieves.
take those.
Do you put like the leather bound tome and like the inks and the parchment and quills out there?
The inks and the parchments, absolutely.
Alright.
The valuable looking book.
Oh,
That's
dear.
blank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That's what-
Making sure you know. Okay.
Do you know how much that it costs to buy a?
Yeah, I
This-
know.
this
I know.
quality
I'm just.
paper?
I wasn't counting on the thief to go find the treasure. That's all.
Yeah, this might not end well.
Yes. I can tell you the contents of the bag later if you.
Has anyone seen my forgery kit?
So if you go look, you would recognize the inks and the quills as those that are used for arcane scribing, like a spell book, that sort of thing.
I want that. Give it to me.
The thing that I put down on the ground right in front of you.
Yes.
The thing that you have a now satchel to put in.
Yes.
The thing that you could just pick up and put in your satchel.
I think you're talking about the backpack.
It's a satchel!
Looks like a backpack to me by any name.
What makes it a satchel?
Thank you. I scoop it up and I put it in the satchel. Good men. And I pat him on the shoulder.
No, you don't. You missed.
Dexterity check, shoulder shrug.
My shoulders are triple dislocated.
All right.
Where's David? I haven't heard anything.
So
Oh, I don't even know where his mini is, do I? Oh,
I was at the
Yeah.
dead guy.
yeah, he was checking out the dead guy to see if he could heal him.
I spent way too much time.
No.
You guys, if you have anything that you need on your character sheet, you should pick it up from the ground if it's
All right.
there.
So what was in there?
Yeah.
So I needed.
So you would have I think you had
I
a
did.
herbalist kit and a healer's
Yeah,
kit.
yeah. So I got that.
Yeah, but no, and then you had the forged shawl.
So,
The
By
other
the
ones.
way, have any of you noticed any changes since we've been here?
Yeah, I was naked. Did you have
No.
anything that you were looking for? No, out of character. You also all need to figure this
Yeah,
out.
no, I need a pike and I need my armor.
Yeah, so that was all
that
at,
was
the, at
all.
your
You already
head.
have that.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. So okay, so what you described was a thing. I thought it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
mine.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So at every
More stuff
person's
is
head
back.
there were clothes, armor as appropriate, and the
Okay.
weapons. Yeah, yeah.
But my disguise kit would not have been.
Oh, sorry, I didn't write that down. There's a bunch of like wigs and makeup in there too. Kidding. I forgot.
That's the
That may not have been written on your
wigs and
character
makeup,
sheet.
Well, it's costume.
Oh yes. So I didn't write that down because I thought that was just clothes.
is there anything we haven't gotten back from our sheets? There's something very particular on mine, which is a chalice for my father, Viga.
You would not have that.
Oh. I start looking around for it. I walk over to the... I guess I don't know you're a thief, but I walk over to you and I say, is there by chance a chalice in your pouch? It's very dear to me. It's a
A chalice.
family heirloom
Is that
of
like
sorts.
a book? What's
No,
a
a
chalice?
chalice. It's a glass, a royal glass from my father's court.
Can I apologize
No.
if I overcooked this?
Nothing
this
like
now?
Very good.
Strange. Well,
They should after everything.
If you still find it or see it, you'd let me know.
If I see a glass, I'll tell you.
Can I roll an insight on him to see
Go
if he
for
did
it.
see it?
And you can
What are you-
roll whatever you
what are
just
you
you
looking
want to
at?
roll. I know it.
Got a 5.
He is very stoic.
Well, you would tell me, for sure.
Very
There's nothing like that.
Nothing builds bonds like laying naked in the forest.
We're all men here, naked in the forest. Not remembering the last 4 hours of our lives.
I'm a demon. I don't have genetics.
I hand you your disguise kit.
Goodman, thank you.
Where do you all come
Makes
from?
think,
That
doesn't
is
it?
not my name.
What were you doing before you came here? It's very odd that we'd show up here naked.
It's the strangest
No,
thing.
This is just how I
Do you
am.
guys know it's on your character sheet? What
I
you-
don't
what
Yeah,
know.
you
it's still on
covered?
my character
I just
sheet.
have an
What?
orc.
It's still on my character sheet.
You stole my character?
No, it's
It's
still,
still
on
on
there. It hasn't left my character sheet yet.
He's messing with
So
you
he-
so good.
He has one of the healer's kit he picks up out of the pocket.
Do I have my weapons?
Yes.
About
you?
Yeah, your
That was-
weapons and armor were with your clothes by
Okay.
your head. Yeah.
So I have
And
everything.
they are, I mean, they're not what you're used to, but they're high quality. They're not.
So I I use my weapons every single day. Do I notice that these are
These are not yours.
Oh, these are not mine.
But they are
Okay,
high
but
quality.
Similar
They're,
to their own.
they're not as nice as yours.
Got it.
Yeah.
I had normal weapons. But
Well, I know, but you could afford, a top
but
shelf.
not superior quality.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. These are fine, but not that fine.
So Rex Kingsley checks the balance on the blades, and I'm noticing the difference. Now, as well, these will do, but they're not quite as good.
Has anybody
You
else
picked up a healer's kit, right?
Yeah, I did. I took the healer's and the herbalist kit.
That looks like something you might want. And that looks like something you might want.
Thank you, sir.
I want one.
You already have all that food.
That's for him, for protection. Thank you.
I can't be bought with food.
Does anyone know why we're here?
To have an adventure!
We're here because
Are
we
you
woke up on this
sure?
right over there naked.
Let me refer. Do we know how we got here?
Magic.
As for 1 moment, I was walking around in the forest, and now I'm here.
Also in a forest?
Oh, a different forest, though.
Were you
Same.
naked before walking around? the
No,
forest?
of course not.
I was.
Neither was I.
Why is it?
You
why
sound
are
guilty.
There's nothing wrong with being naked. It's perfectly natural.
You haven't seen me naked. Well, you have seen.
We're passing around papers with words on them.
I love words.
I have to say that Spencer was so happy to help me make those until I wouldn't let him play with a lighter.
Poor kid.
Oh, great!
I
So your
literally
D&D
handed
game
you
burns the
exactly
house
one of the
down.
papers, and
I did
handed
eventually
the
go
rest
outside because it was
All
still
fun and
pretty bad.
games.
We should probably split these up. and
Picking the
then
best
read
for
them.
me, thank you, Goodman.
I
Are
think
these
we
all the same?
might have
No.
been summoned.
No, I think the text is different.
I usually get summoned. This isn't unusual for me at all.
Does it feel similar?
Yeah. Wake up without anything. Random places. Happens all the time.
Well, this is boring. I'm not going to read this. Quick question. Can we step outside of this ring of trees?
Yeah, if you want.
I don't know. Can you?
I'm going to
I assume everyone's like dressed and everything.
I would hope so.
Oh, I do have my clothes now.
And your armor and whatever that you've. Yeah.
I just want to take
Yeah,
a quick
I don my
walk
armor.
out of the circle of trees. Like outside of the runic inscription and everything. I just want to see if there's any effect of leaving that area.
The forest is pretty dense. It gets dark pretty fast. I can't remember. You're human, right?
What?
You're human.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to see outside of the ring of trees, even with the 2 full moons. And there, the I don't even know what you call it. Lunar eclipse is starting to pass. So even though there's now like 2 sources of light, it's
Is that a dilunar eclipse?
the dilunar. I like that word. The dilunar eclipse is approaching its end, but it's thick enough out here that it's. Which way do you walk? Anyway,
In the same direction. I'm walking.
Okay.
I found a,
it's thick enough here that it's hard to see, but you do notice
See if there's one that's
a little bit of
better
light.
to you.
Are there
Oh, they're so boring.
And as that happens,
Are there forest sounds? Or is it
forest,
quiet?
you can keep doing, yeah, forest sounds if you want. There are forest sounds kind of further away from the clearing. I'm just not near.
I'd like to
So you do see some light glowing there.
cast light on my shield.
Okay, you light up the clearing, and as you do that, you see wolves jump out from these trees here,
What have you done?
Turn off my light.
and 3 of the wolves are going for the bodies. Whoops. And then 3 of the wolves are going for the 2 large other bodies that are standing upright. Sorry. And then this huge guy is kind of hanging back. Scott, could you put 2 wolves on Kingsley there, on Rex, and then 1 wolf on Aeon, and then the little markers can be at the dead bodies. Yes, they were rolled much higher than your passive perception on their stealth.
I like wolves.
Yes.
They're kind of beasts.
Well,
What is the particular demeanor of these wolves?
Well, one just
ferocious.
tried. Okay, one bit you, and then the other 2 tried to bite your acquaintance here, but missed. Where did I write down there? This one. Okay. 4.
Kingsley's going after the
Oh
large
wow,
one.
that's a. You take 6 points of piercing damage from the bite, And you need to make a
6 points of damage?
strength save. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Farewell,
It
friend.
rolled very high.
That's fine. It was nice knowing you.
The other 2 rolls bit onto your armor.
Strength save?
Great.
Strength save, yep.
It's up to 16.
Can you get behind
Hey,
me?
you managed to not be knocked over.
Actually, it doesn't matter. If they're actually engaged, then I can
Yes.
still do this.
What?
Are we in initiative?
You can now everyone roll initiative for me.
That shall do.
And we can have music if you want. I didn't think.
I'll find something.
Oh, man.
Rex Kingsley got a 20.
Okay.
Gagramar got a 3. Continuing to roll below 4 or less.
So we play
Which is
You're talking in this voice.
Alpha have a 3.
I think I've tried 4
Okay, I
different
think I've
voices
got you-
now as I'm trying to find
Just
my
find the fit.
voice.
Find
Yeah.
the fit.
Settling in.
I think I've got your name spelled wrong. Did you change it
Are we rolling?
since you sent me?
I'm not sure what my
Roll
name is yet.
Okay.
I'm a demon.
I have. Yeah.
money over here? Do we
Uh,
add a
yes.
to initiative? Oh, it's plus
Agrimar.
There is a plus.
Gag on a spoon. Actually, it's negative for me.
I think I might just go by Mars. Yeah.
Martian demon.
Okay.
14.
14,
16.
16. I don't know how to spell everyone's name yet.
Deeply offended.
That's your name?
Yes, my middle name.
Okay.
19.
Good comment,
You're
Dean.
welcome.
Zorro.
Zorro.
22.
Of course. Wraithfoot. Okay. I totally misdid that. I started writing the 20 at the top of the page, and now I've got 2 above. Anyway.
He like from
Okay.
Ted Lasso.
Right, Wraithfoot.
Zuru.
I'm glad somebody caught the reference.
Right.
It is your go. I need to do that real quick. Okay. Yes, it is your turn.
Okay, so I want to see one that has someone else engaged in it already.
Okay, so that would be one that actually looks like a wolf, and not one that looks like a black marble.
Yeah, definitely not one that's alone.
Those are creepy. Black marbles.
And
They're just floating black marbles.
every one of them has had a turn in this combat.
Yeah, I guess technically they have, because they got a surprise on you, so they've all had, yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay.
I don't even know what you are.
So I will stab it.
I very nicely set this up so half of the battle is behind the camera.
You gotta tune into the stream so you can.
So I can see this.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can be self-conscious about
Yeah.
it.
Yes, that's the even better.
Right.
Okay.
So that would be a 24 to hit.
Okay. Which one are you attacking here?
You're this
I
guy,
can't
aren't you?
see. Yeah, I'm that guy.
So let's
One of the wolves is engaged with someone else.
Okay. So.
we can probably get you there.
Probably another wolf.
Yeah. And then I'm assuming a 24 hits.
Yes. 24 hits.
Is there a particularly large wolf in addition to small wolves?
Yes, there's that one much larger wolf there who is
Do you want
watching
your friends?
11 damage.
Is likely an alpha. Go after the alpha, and the other ones will scatter.
11 damage.
Actually,
Okay.
do I see that one?
I don't know that you can get to it this turn from where you were.
Okay, but it hasn't had
but
a turn in
you
combat.
see it.
Well, actually, it has had a turn.
Everything's gone, yeah.
It chose not to do anything, but it had a turn.
Because depending this combat could
In the campaign.
in the yes. This is not intended to be an easy. Okay, 11 points.
Well, it's been a good run,
Okay.
gents.
That wolf collapses to the ground with a little bit of a shriek. Yeah. All right, and that means it doesn't get its turn. Rex Kingsley, you are
Yes, I take on
up.
this.
Zoro, you'll be on deck.
So I charge the larger wolf, ignoring the smaller one next to me.
Okay, there's 2 small ones next to you.
Oh,
It didn't get. Yeah, the other one didn't do.
Oh, well, I'm gonna take care of the close wolf then. Is there one? They're both in melee with
They
me?
both attacked you.
Oh, yeah.
They bit your armor.
Perfect.
It didn't hurt you.
The one that's actually closest to who I'm gonna presume is a friend, I'm gonna attack it. So I
Okay.
think it's this one on the ground here, right?
Okay, yeah, the one that's closer to Aeon.
That is a 16.
Okay, a 16 will hit that wolf.
And I'm using this great sword.
Okay.
Because it's great.
Okay.
And 7.
7 damage. All right. It howls in pain, and I do not. Okay. I almost wrote down 4 damage instead of 7. Okay. And it turns around, assuming that you're done, and tries to bite you. That is a 12, which I do not think gets you.
not.
Okay. All right. Zoro, it's your turn. Uriandor, you're on deck. I said that right.
It's close enough.
Never fear! I turn around,
Surrender.
I regally walk towards them, and with a huge flourish, I cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Which one are you?
That's a...
He's on the water. Toward at the one that which wolf?
Whatever's closest.
Okay.
But I keep my distance from the wolf.
Okay, so it would be one of the black margles trying to drag away one of the bodies.
Yeah. And it's going to be
Your
a wisdom save of 12.
12. Okay. 8 saves, so no damage.
Curses!
Okay. The other wolf on you
Oh, yes. Bring it on.
manages to tear your sock.
All right.
How rude.
Okay.
Glad I got my sauce.
Ariandor, you're up. It's your turn. Aeon, you're on deck.
Quick question about like spell components. Are we keeping track of like individual spell components?
So, if you have a focus, you can use that instead of components, unless it's a component that costs money, right? If you need like a pearl that's 100 gold, then you gotta have those things.
Okay.
Oh, we're playing with components. All right.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna charge the wolf that's facing away from me,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack it with my pike.
Okay.
That's great. I give you advantage. If
Where-
you're on the far
Yes.
side.
I'm on the
He's
far side.
You're this guy.
Yeah.
He's here. Move him into that wolf.
That's right.
Nice.
We're gonna hand it in from that.
9 to hit.
9 to
You
hit.
rolled twice. You got 9?
No, I didn't roll twice. I rolled
Roll
once.
twice. Let's see what the second one is.
Aha! 12.
As you come running up, this pike is just a little longer than what you're used to, and you manage to like hit your greave with it, and the clang makes the wolf like startle, and you just barely miss him. Took some hair off his hind, but
I'm gonna
okay,
cast...
before it's your go,
A noble try.
this marble here is gonna start to drag off this body.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, and
Scott, you're on deck.
basically say to the large wolf, it's like,
So I will tell you, I think that you have a racial feature that means you can speak to animals without the spell. They just can't speak back.
they can't speak back.
Yeah.
But with the spell, they can actually. Speak
Okay,
back.
just making sure that you're not.
I think.
Okay.
Well,
That you're doing that on purpose.
the racial. I want them to speak.
Okay.
Back, right. So I think Speak with Animals will allow them to speak back, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
We should understand each other.
So
Okay.
I was like, why are you
their
attacking us? We mean you no harm. It's like, surely we can find a solution to whatever it is that you need.
Meat.
It's like, there's plenty of meat here. You do not have to attack us. Take the dead bodies and be done with it.
More meat. So you can see he's considering like if that's if the and his question is like, this isn't as much meat as we'd like, but if we get it for free, is that worth it? Like he's trying to do this calculation of whether
Nothing's gonna come to free you, my lad. It's like you will end up meat yourself if you don't back off now.
make a persuasion. You can do persuasion or handle animal, whichever you prefer, at advantage because you've got the.
Wouldn't it be intimidation?
Oh, he's not trying to intimidate. This is. Yeah, I assumed he was doing
I have
diplomacy.
neither persuasion nor animal feelings, so it doesn't really matter.
So whichever one's wisdom.
I guess that one
Wisdom
is
check.
with the wisdom check, so 16.
Yeah. Okay. The dire wolf kind of starts to look back the other way that the wolves presumably came, and starts to make some small guttural noises that aren't. They don't seem aggressive to you. They might seem aggressive to some other people here.
Okay.
Okay.
Kill them all.
And then this guy is gonna start.
And then I'm gonna turn invisible as my bonus action and move.
Okay.
So I'm just going to move away out of range, so that
Can I say
I
that
keep
wolf?
a clean line of sight on that
Did it.
larger wolf.
But disengage from the other ones.
Okay. All right, Agamor, what are your names?
Mars.
Mars.
I'm gonna
He doesn't.
yell at you. Assist me. I'm gonna run up and climb up your back and stand on your head and Eldritch Blast if I can survive that. This wolf.
Which one?
Assuming I have the dexterity
one?
to get. No, this one right here, dragging the
Oh, the
corpse.
dragon, the corpse.
No, I want to stand on his
Get
head
on the black and red one.
so I can see because I'm so short.
All right.
Because I'm 8 pounds. I'm like this big. I can't see if I'm not on top of somebody.
How do you feel about this?
We will defeat the evil.
Oh, okay. He seems okay.
All right. Appreciated. Until he's born. I cannot see these dice. A 12.
Plus whatever.
Plus?
Plus
Oh.
I can't.
spell attack, is that what it is? Which is
It's over there. 17.
17. You hit. Go ahead and do some damage.
Oh, shucks.
Do you want other dice?
Maybe.
Do you want dice with the same color and the same color?
Yeah.
8.
Could be fun, they said.
Get you a
8
Sharpie
damage.
and just...
It's like the dice I had last
Okay.
time for black on black.
Yeah.
Like
All
etched
right.
inside. Like,
Not easy to
And then I can bonus
This
action
one.
hex this guy too.
Okay. We'll do red, so we don't have black on black here.
Oh shoot! I only had one spell slot. I should have paid attention to that before I did that.
all good.
I don't think is Eldritch Blast a spell or is it an invocation
It's
for
a
you?
cantrip.
Oh, is it cantrips don't use up your spell slots?
No, but the hex did.
Oh, the hex.
Worth it.
Okay. This wolf is confused about whether you're fleeing with meat or whether you're gathering more meat because it sounded like you were going to flee and then the meat keeps fighting back.
As meat does.
He's going to run and try to nip at the little creature that is just shot his friend.
I'm still on his head.
Yeah, he's going to run and jump and bite at you. You're within a 5-foot diagonal, just up and down.
It makes sense in my head.
17 to hit.
That very much hits.
I do what I want.
I'm almost dead.
Oh, that was
You're
a
not
really good
almost
roll. 8 points of damage.
You are dead.
I'm almost dead. No.
Okay.
Okay, more than that.
So when the wolf jumps up, he goes.
As much
Okay. Clarence, it's your go.
Oh dear.
There's a wolf right next to you.
There's a wolf next to me. This one
These
hasn't
wolves
been-
are very bitey.
This one has not been injured before yet, right?
This one has not been injured though.
Okay.
A little feral for my wolf tastes.
Oh,
The real closet has 25 hit points.
remind me on your turn to give you some more information.
Wait, you have less than the real closet?
I have less than half. By a lot.
Because you're level 1.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
reach out and
What is your hit? Isn't it a D8?
Oh, it should. D&D Beyond gave me 10 hit points. I didn't actually look into the math.
Yeah, you only took.
It'll max
8
out your
damage,
hit
yeah.
die.
I'm
plus your
alive.
con.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Charisma?
I'll whip with my mace out and just try to whack the
This,
guy right in
this
front of
guy.
me.
Okay.
A D8. You always start with
18 to
and
hit.
then
That's
add
it?
a con modifier to that.
And
I almost died.
I would have done.
ooh, 6 damage.
Okay.
And creature has disadvantage on the next attack roll
Okay.
because of stab.
I don't have a con modifier.
Would you remind me
Yeah.
before your next turn that's when he goes? Okay. The dire wolf.
Yes.
She's like, call off pack, and slinks back behind this bush, but he can still see
Okay.
what's going on.
That's my turn now.
It's
or-
not your turn now.
not your turn. Okay.
That takes us back to Wraithfoot.
And speaking of free action, can you do that now?
Yeah, you could if you want to say something quick.
Oh, okay. So they're going to retreat. I talked to the large one. They're going to leave peacefully. Just leave them alone.
Or are they dragging the bodies off then?
Oh, it's free meat for them.
Well, they can't have these men.
Why? They're dead.
Well, we can't give them a proper burial.
No,
They're just meat.
they're just meat for them.
They will
They're
get a
just
proper
doing
burial.
what creatures do.
Okay, it's your turn. That's beyond the reaction there.
I'd like to talk to you about this. An exposition for the next hour. While we work out the comment.
Hi.
Is there a place I can hide?
Come on, bud, chat.
I mean, there's trees and
yeah.
stuff everywhere.
So if you leave the clearing, there's lots of places you can hide.
Can you really hide from
I
dire
want
wolves?
to move
Usually try.
somewhere like over here.
You going
Like,
you gonna go past the other wolves that are here?
oh, they said that they're not.
Well,
gonna
so the one, yeah,
But okay.
yeah, he could find a way to squeeze by there. I'm sure.
Gets by there.
As long as they.
Does the wolf attack him as he walks by?
I think he could like kind of go up over kind of the roots of the tree and avoid his attack.
Oh, there's one here too.
That one. Oh, that one's supposed to be on. Rex
There is
Kingsley.
one that's.
He was not on.
Oh, I see. It's facing this
Yeah,
direction.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, this is for my short arms.
Wait. The one next to me is dead, though.
Yes, the one next. Yeah, there was another one that
There's
was
one here
mistakenly
that I
next to you.
thought was
Yeah,
next
that
to
was
you.
that one. Where's the other one?
There's
one.
one
There's that
right
black
here.
marbles dragon.
Oh, I see. I can't
Last
see
speed.
it. Something says a tree. Yeah. So I get there, and then I.
Okay. You can go ahead and make your stealth check to see how well you
Will
hide.
bravely hide under the tree.
Okay, that takes us to Rex
Brave the
Kingsley.
graves
Zoro,
of
you're
Rome.
on deck.
I attacked the wolf
Not good.
that is across from me from Arendare.
Okay.
Say that right?
I don't even know how to say it. I mean,
Yeah. No one says right ever. It's just always wrong.
I'm always offended.
That would be 23.
23, that hits.
So 14 damage.
14 damage. The wolf collapses.
Excellent.
And technically,
I backed off. I didn't do anything. For a reason.
So we killed this
I'm
one.
gonna let you. If you guys want to use the cleave roll, you can hit the other wolf that's on the other side
Yes,
of
I
you
will use it.
to use the other 3 damage.
Yes.
I'll
strike through a cleave. I should probably look up a greatsword.
I think it's 2d6.
It's 2d6.
Yeah, all the new weapons have some kind of additional.
Yeah, and I didn't read about that.
Yeah.
All right. That takes us to that wolf, who is now hurting and hearing his commands.
No,
He is going to disengage and run this way.
The mace.
Not even try to grab the meat. All right, Zoro, it's your go. Arendor, you're on deck.
I will. They have disadvantage on their attack.
So are they both retreating, or are they just kind of holding back? There's
There's
2 wolves left.
So there's a wolf dragging away each of the bodies that were in the circle with you. There is a wolf in your face. The dire wolf is probably out of your sight, and then another wolf just ran out between the trees. And you might not be
If
able to
I
see him.
step back, will I disengage and get attacked by that wolf? But he
You
wasn't.
can
He wasn't.
disengage in action.
But I mean, he wasn't attacking me.
Right, but he's attacking someone next to you, right?
I assume he
You still get attacked.
knocked him off my head, and I am.
I would assume he'd have him in charge. Yes. If he lets go of Mars, then he could bite you. But right now he's got Mars in his mouth.
So I can back up. So
I look like the dog chicken, and I'm squeaking in a similar fashion.
So I'm gonna back up
Okay.
a little bit, and I am going
Mars has a hole
to
in
cast.
Don't leave me.
You know, you can get like a leather belt and just tie him around your forearm.
Mega Man.
I'm gonna get clear, and then I'm gonna cast Silent Image.
Okay.
And out of the darkness, a giant 15-foot dog is going to appear.
15 feet. It's very specific.
Because that's how big the spell can be.
There you
Dog,
go.
though, right?
Yep.
Not
So
a wolf.
wolf, sorry. He is supposed to look like the alpha.
I think any
Of
dog
the pack.
after 5 feet becomes a wolf by definition.
No, they do not.
Okay.
In the conversation.
Thank you for playing.
That was a great TED talk.
This guy is gonna drag the body away. Okay. Oh wait.
Does
I've had really big dogs. They're still dogs.
does that have any effect on the one that's attacking Mars?
He's looking at it. He's got Mars in his mouth.
Every
still,
dog
but he's-
underneath certain
Is it
claws
possible?
is more
Maybe all dogs are
wolves. Do we have to,
It moves.
but do we need to
They just
like
need to be
save
loved
against
and
it?
appreciated
Like do
for
other
who they are.
players know? that
At this point, yeah, you would have to do
You
a
guys
wisdom
don't
check.
know.
So can I do a
To,
wisdom
yeah,
check against
to
it?
see if another wolf just appears. That's bigger than the.
Even bigger wolf.
And how am I oriented in the mouth? Do I see the giant wolf appear? Am I flipped the other way and I don't?
I imagine that you're flipped the other way, looking at Clarence. Okay,
I got you.
Aaron.
Arendor?
I don't want
So I'm going to go chase after the other wolf that ran away. I'm going to dive after it. I'm going to cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
So much
At a
for letting
level
them go
5.
away.
Yeah.
Well, the heat of
There's no trust yet.
So I'm gonna.
I do call out to you
You have to
as
get
they're
that
doing
close.
this.
Well, I have to put the pike on his head, so I feel
I
sure.
disengage.
Checks out.
I thank you, my friend.
I don't know that we're friends.
So it's a spell save. They
That's
have to
not
roll
what- that's
against
not
a
what
DC
Rachel
of 12.
After
Okay.
we were
Wisdom, Constitution. What is it? Oh, it's a 20. It doesn't
Strength.
matter. Natural 20.
Oh, okay. So
It
they
saves.
take half damage.
Half damage. Okay.
All of them, or do you?
And you're attacking the one that's actually a wolf.
It's an area AoE, so
Okay.
10 feet around my character.
Okay, so all 3 of them.
So
Okay.
total damage would be 8. Half of that for the 4.
Marble. What was your save again?
12.
12. Okay. They all saved. So you said okay. So the wolf dies. You said half is
It's a total of 4 damage at half.
total of 4 damage. Okay. That was Marble 1. Marble 1 dies. And Mr.
Poor
Direwolf
Marble one.
is
You were so pretty.
not happy now.
I'm sorry. Did this wolf
The-
also die?
yes, that wolf, and then the
token.
glass bead that was dragging the body died.
That's here. Yeah.
See, that's why I put the pike on the head.
As a bonus, you could probably move it
Make sure.
Okay.
when something dies that you.
Well, it was put here already, so
Perfect.
it's like
Marble 2's gonna keep dragging that thing. Okay. And I don't know. What was your stealth check? Your hide check?
It was not good. It was only 12.
Okay, so he actually knows to avoid you then, because he rolled just over a 12. His perception. Okay, and that takes us to. I keep skipping. Sorry, it's supposed to be your turn, not his turn.
That's all right. I rolled an 11 on the wisdom.
I do not
Do
think
I
that
think
beats
that this
his
is
spell
real?
save.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't beat his spell save. There's another wolf that's even bigger than the dire wolf that just appeared.
Oh, they keep on coming all over the place. He's like, "Be gone, you big beastie! We don't need you here." He starts
wolf-
yelling at him.
Yeah, and it opens its mouth back at you, but you don't hear anything.
Druid is not entertained.
It's a mute wolf.
It's like
That's why you didn't hear it.
and he yells out to everybody else. It's like, "Leave them alone! They're leaving."
Leaving this world alive.
Oh, so you should have made a strength check, by the way, since you were actually conscious to see if he really did manage to get a hold of you.
Oh, okay.
I thought you would been unconscious, so
I've been making all of my strengths check with disadvantage, but I got a 14 on that one.
Okay.
Can I ask you one last thing? So, are there any wounded wolves?
Not
Yes.
more.
Not that are not.
The
totally dead?
one that's got your friend here that just climbed out of its mouth is bleeding profusely.
The one next to me is also.
Yes, the same one.
That's the same one.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
The
just trying to
mark,
get
the
off the
one
other
that's next to that giant one is bleeding.
Okay.
Both
I'm not
the
sure I
same
want to
bleeding.
approach the big one though. All right, I'll just stay where I am, I guess.
Okay.
We'll wait and see how this settles.
So you're done. Oh, so the other thing that you notice as you're just looking around more is that it's hard to put your finger on it, but something is a little off about these wolves. Like they're not. Something's just a little off about them.
Like in what way?
It's hard to put your finger on it with kind of the shadows and with the full moonlight and the shadowy things. You might have to look a little closer, but you just something in their manner or in their appearance is just striking you as.
They're naked.
It makes a difference. I still have my shield as light on it.
Oh, okay.
And the one next to me is lit
you have
up
okay.
bright.
The one next to me is lit up. So you notice there's little like patches of their gray fur that is discolored. Their eyes. It's almost like their eyes are holding off this like edge of craze. Like it's not like their eyes are crazed, but you can almost like see that it's trying to come in.
Seems
and-
like maybe they're sick.
Okay. That takes us to you.
I'm going to attempt to wrap myself around the wolf's face and then Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Point blank.
I'm thinking
And I will not give you disadvantage
size of
since
them
you
and
are.
bottom of
I missed.
Okay.
Just like it's ragdoll toy. Does it hit me?
I didn't miss that guy.
He is going to just drop you and run and try to grab this guy.
I would like
that
to.
point,
I would
they
like to
called
hit
it
him.
light.
Replace
You
the dead
are,
one.
Or
are
attempt
welcome
to- That's all right.
to. Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
one was
go
dead on
for
the
it.
ground. Let's replace it.
Oh, with a natural 5.
Yeah, it doesn't-
8. I don't know.
That does not hit him. Okay. That takes us to Clarence.
Are you?
And then Wraith, what you done?
Are you okay? I'll
I'm
reach
just gonna
down and like
awkwardly-
help you up, and like sort of brush you off a little bit, and
So-
I cast Cure Wounds on you.
I'm going to attempt
When I
to
look
run
around
up
the
your
clearing,
arm and sit on your
I
shoulder.
see
Okay. Oh well.
It's not quite your turn yet. The wolf gets to go first, but you'll be the next player. Sorry.
I'll show Cure Wounds. It's different now.
The dire wolf is exasperated. It is going to attack
2d8.
Arendor because it is...
Nice.
8. You get 11 hit points back.
Okay, Scott,
Yes.
go ahead and take your level 2 hit die. Increase your maximum, whether you want to roll the hit die or take the average. If you roll a 1, you can reroll because otherwise the average is better on
Did you buy
average.
that new
6.
phone stand for this? Control stand.
Yeah, so increase your maximum by 6 plus your con then. And then heal up 11 points towards full. Okay, well that's stinky. The dire wolf comes at you, but manages to get your shield. You don't have a shield.
I don't have a shield.
Bites the middle of the pike.
I also have a
So it
arm
radiates.
brace.
It's your turn,
Healing
and Rex,
helps.
you're on deck.
Was that permanent or was that temporary hit points?
We'll see.
Okay.
It's my turn or your turn? Your turn?
No.
My turn.
But yeah, you can think on my top of my shell. That's right.
So Direwolf is now engaged.
Yes, it is now engaged with Arendor.
Wasn't your thing still up? Your black?
Is he within my movement
It's
range?
instantaneous.
But it's, it didn't last.
Yeah, it's an
yeah.
attack and it goes.
Looks
Okay.
like he's slightly further.
I mean, I said
Yeah,
that with
you
a lot
could-
of confidence. I'm gonna read
Right,
it.
because he would be. Yeah. If you go,
No, I want to be behind him
you want to be behind him. Yeah.
because that gives me flanking.
Yeah, I think you can get there.
Do you have walk through the bushes?
He can probably jump over those bushes.
Oh, sorry.
I'll go around.
Do you want me to advance?
Yeah, put me on the other side.
Oh, your swords are interfacing with his tail.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Instantaneous.
Liar
Up the
is what he barks out as he goes after Arendor.
Now, with flanking, I get advantage.
Yep.
The speak with animal spell, that only you can only talk with them, not everybody.
Correct.
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay.
Does 25 hit?
Yes, the 25 will hit him. Oh, actually,
Whoa.
we'll count that as a critical hit because it hits him so much above his armor class.
No.
I like
Um,
this new DM.
Yeah, so I told myself if you're 10 over or more, it's going to be a critical.
yeah.
So that
Sucks.
double thing.
Doubles on the dice,
Oh, that's
and
not
you
gonna
get
be nice.
sneak
Someone
attack.
in the party. What's your DC or your AC?
11.
Yeah, what comes around goes around.
Well, I mean, at your physical size, I guess everything's a critical hit. Like,
Man,
Every attack is with advantage.
I rolled really badly. That's only 14.
Okay. That takes into.
Turns out not quite
okay.
spry.
He is unhappy and he knows you're there now.
Well, yeah.
Your presence has been noted.
Zoro, Rex, your turn.
Yes.
Zoro, you're on deck.
Well, I see my friends still being
Oh,
attacked.
and there's another wolf there, as far unless you roll a wisdom
I'm
save.
not facing that direction.
Okay,
I see my friend
okay.
out in front of me, and I charge in to help him. So I don't have enough movement to get around to the other side, so I'm just going to go ahead and just hit it head
Okay.
well, his description is the wolf has his teeth around my pike, so it's not moving anyways.
on. Oh,
It's not. You don't have advantage. You did roll.
that sounds like advantage.
That sounds like advantage.
Distinctly.
13? Does that hit?
13 does not hit him.
Oh, okay.
Would you pass this to Mark, by the way, for him being his character even in battle?
What
Okay.
did anyone think of the dogs?
Okay, are you done?
Fighters can't do much but attack.
Okay.
I'm in very good position.
Zoro, it's your turn. Arendor, you're on deck.
The giant wolf charges at the dire wolf,
Okay.
and while he charges, I message the dire wolf, and I just growl in its ear.
Okay. Well, he rolled a natural 1 on his wisdom save, so he thinks that is a real wolf. Okay. He's gonna let out some barks. He is telling his pack it's time to go.
Okay.
Isn't this pack dead?
No, there's still 2 of them up,
Alright.
and they both have meat, actually.
I can't do anything. It's
Okay.
my turn yet,
Well,
but-
if you think about it,
yeah.
their need for meat has drastically reduced with every
Yes,
death.
that's
So
true.
we're actually helping
We're
them.
producing.
Arendor, it's your
You are
turn,
very
and
right.
Aeon, you're on deck. On deck.
Okay. Just a quick question. That was just a. That was
Yeah,
just a
he-
flavor.
He's
It's
not
a
he's not
flavor.
keeping it on, but
Okay.
that's how you stop the blow. Is
Okay.
he?
So I'm just gonna attack him again. I'm gonna take a small step back because my pike gives me a 10-foot reach.
You can also shift around the other
Uh,
side. Take disadvantage.
Well, he has advantage.
Well, I already have advantage because he's on the backside of him.
He will take the opportunity attack as you step back.
I can't see that one.
Across the table.
What?
He tried to bite you to step back, but he missed again. He got the tassel off the bottom of your pike.
That's it.
So it's higher 17 plus...
That hit? Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, if it's...
It was base 17. I didn't add it.
Yeah, add something to it because it might be critical.
Even better.
Touch. I don't have to think. You just tap this. So it's plus 4. So it would be 17 plus 4. It would be 21.
Okay, just a regular hit.
Okay. So we do... 18 plus 2. 4.
Dice don't lie.
Not even digital dice.
All right. He's not a happy camper. All right. Aeon, it's your turn. Mars, you're on deck.
Yes.
How far is it from where can I get there? It's 3 feet.
Probably not all the way there.
That was as close as I can get. Alright, so I'll move up there. Oh, can I do a wisdom save against that illusion again?
Yeah.
That's not any better. 12, I guess.
I'm gonna actually, I was gonna give you advantage because 12 saves. I believe 12 is your spell DC.
For that one, I'm not sure.
I wrote down that your spell save is 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
No further notice. Let me look.
What's your
I was also going to give you advantage because you saw it not talk to you.
Yeah, for my friend. 14 for my enemies.
And then I'm just going to bellow out as loud as I can. It's like, you need to stop fighting it. Just leave it alone. It'll leave. It'll go.
And if I kill it, we won't have to worry about it.
12 is correct.
12 is correct. Okay. Mars, it's your turn, and then Clarence, you'll go after a wolf.
I'm going to attempt to shoot the one that bit me.
Oh, let him go, bud.
Nope.
Let him go.
Nope. 20.
20 hits.
Oh, dear.
Some people say lawful evil is terrible. I think lawful petty is worse.
5 damage.
5 damage. That is enough to put him down.
Poor healing word.
Okay. That was the wolf who goes before you, so it's
Yeah.
your go, Clarence.
Oh, dear. There's something giant in the way.
That's the...
I'll start walking forward with the...
What's the X-Men villain that has an interdimensional reality show? Gladiator? Sorry.
Oh.
I'm still on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really hard
Morpheus
to
or
balance.
something?
He jumped the mines.
Oh, yeah. You're over here. You get a free ride.
I do everything I can to not walk.
Let's let him go, guys.
Short little legs.
He died, a big deal.
He will disengage, and I think he's got 50 feet of movement, so he can get well out of range. He can jump up.
Off into the woods?
Up into the woods, yeah. And that takes us to Wraith.
Hey, just took your hex with you.
I can still see him. I have 120 feet of Eldritch Blasting.
Okay. Are there any other live ones around, or are they all...
This one is alive, dragging a body, and that one's
I'd say
alive.
this whole crew is alive.
And most of you think that there's another one there, but I don't know what you think about it.
Oh, I never
Well,
rolled.
we
to
have
see.
to roll
hold
about
on.
that, don't we?
So he disengaged?
He disengaged.
Can he disengage
So-
from everybody?
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, disengage is
And
automatic.
from
Wisdom
behind?
saving
Yeah,
throw.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
So what's the
19.
mechanic?
Okay.
Disengage is like you just no attack opportunity, but you don't get to take any other
Yeah,
action.
you use your action, to carefully withdraw instead of just run.
So
away.
he's only... So 50 feet is his one
It's his
movement?
move's one movement.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Well, you get
Yes,
to
4
roll
legs.
that.
Nice.
Disengage?
Oh, yeah, because you still can move. It's your action to disengage.
Have
and
you
you
ever
get to
raced
move.
a dog? They always win.
Yeah, the regular wolves get 40, which I haven't been taking advantage of. But
Well, they're dragging something.
Yeah, there's pulling
that's
back
true. That's true. Yeah, the dragon stuff.
So
Okay.
it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your go.
He is once again said to leave them alone. The wolf seems like he's running away. He also seems like he's far enough away that I can't catch him anyway.
There's this new one behind the bush from you.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that one because it attacked the wolf. It looked like it was attacking the other wolf that attacked the party. So I don't know what to do about him.
You can make a wisdom save if you want.
So I'll attack it.
Okay.
Yep.
Be safe.
You gonna go melee with it?
Yeah.
I'll just try to flank it.
What do you guys do with the U.S.
Now,
Army?
is that engaged with anything right now? Would I be the only person fighting it?
That's a question for Chris. I think.
It's close enough.
It's
but
close
it's
enough to your
engaged.
allies. Yes,
Yeah.
it's close enough to one of your allies that I would. Yeah, you would get sneak attack.
Right.
Or
That's exactly what I need. Okay.
I think you've dealt almost as much damage as the rest of the party put together, so
Do I have advantage on this?
you have advantage on this, yeah.
Okay.
You do not need advantage on this.
That would be a 21.
Okay, you stab clean through it and don't hit anything. You can make you realize this is not.
It's
a
now
real wolf.
invisible to you.
You hurt his pride.
You hit it and turned invisible.
All right, Rex.
Huh.
And Arendor, you're on deck.
So I see this one bound off, and I guess that's the last wolf, right?
There's one that's
Yeah,
dragging
well,
off over here.
I don't know if I can see him.
I was looking. Is it only invisible to him, or does it go invisible for everyone?
I don't think it was invisible. He knows it's a.
Well,
an
it says
illusion.
he can see through it now.
Oh, he can see through it. Yeah, so he can see through it, and he can see through it, and he can see through it.
I can see through it too.
You can see through it. You succeed. Yeah, but these two, as far as I know, they still think it's a wolf.
As far as I know, I think it's a wolf.
Are we still in combat then, I guess?
You guys tell me. Are you gonna pursue these wolves, or are we gonna?
This druid keeps telling me that we can just let them go.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to chase down the other wolf, the one that's dragging the meat away.
Can I see the other wolf that's dragging?
Give me a perception check. You're a dragonborn. Dragonborns don't have dark vision. Yeah.
We do have dark vision.
You do now?
Yeah.
They didn't used to.
That's in the new book.
Yes, because darkness doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's in the new book. Perception?
Yeah.
11.
You think there may be one other wolf somewhere, but it's over this direction, but you're not quite sure.
There's also a wolf right next to you.
There's the giant wolf right next to you.
So did I see this interaction with the illusory wolf?
Yeah, you can make a wisdom check at advantage because you.
Oh, so maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
Do this last wolf here.
Yeah, the 13.
Just a straight up wisdom check.
Yeah, I mean a save if you want to save, but.
So 15.
15. Yeah. Yep. It goes translucent to you.
Yep. All right, so I know that wolf bounded off. You know what? I think I'll sheath my sword just based off the druid's words, and I'll turn to you and say, "Well, I'll trust you on this."
Okay, Arendor, it's your turn, and you're on
So
deck.
I'm going to do a
Wait,
save.
did I get skip? I think I'm.
Oh, I skipped Zoro. Zoro, it's your turn, and you're on deck.
So the one that's
The top of the order got a little squished on my page.
So the wolf that's dragging the body, I'm gonna message the growl in his ear and send the giant wolf at him.
Okay. Are you a human? Do you have dark vision?
Huh?
Give me a perception check to see if you can even see them.
Yeah.
Because he's off in the trees where the moon don't shine.
The two moons.
Hit him where the moon don't shine. The twin moons.
He's in the shadow of this giant cliff.
Nat 20.
Okay, yeah, you see him, so yeah.
You do not see
I swear,
him.
this metal dice
You see
are...
him so well. It's like he's just right there. There's a moonbeam right on.
You see the bone, the exposed legs of this creature that he's dragging, and you're like, ah! Okay.
Shiny.
I will give the wolf. That is a failed wisdom save. Okay. Okay. So it is uncertain. It's probably going to drop its meat. All right, Arendor, it's your turn, and then.
So
stay
I'm
on
going
your
to determine if that wolf is real or not.
Advantage.
20. Oh, what does that matter? 17 to 20.
20. Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
fake?
It's fake.
Totally
You can
fake?
see through it now.
Okay. So my character is just going to stand still and keep alert and look for other wolves because I have terrible night vision.
Okay. You can make a perception check if you like.
I would make a perception check. Thank you for asking.
All right. You can go ahead and go.
Is anyone in the party wounded right now?
Natural.
Yes, there
Definitely
is. You are bloody.
Mars
I
is
am,
like.
but yeah.
I got healed substantially.
Yeah. And there's blood on the turtle's shell, but you're pretty sure that that's not his.
Okay.
Wait, you're a turtle?
Cool. Are you teenage?
Just any turtle.
Are you mutant?
Huh?
Are you mutant?
I don't think so.
You speak Tortolese.
Are you named after a Renaissance painter?
No.
It's named after an angel.
Well, one of
Okay.
the painters is named after an angel.
It's not that one.
I think we're done here.
This wolf will drop the body and run away.
Okay. I'd like to make my way over to the corpse of one of the wolves.
Okay.
And I
think there's one over there.
turn the
Yeah.
illusion at the giant
There's
wolf
some behind you.
Oh, okay.
They just got moved.
Okay.
to make sure that he
Yeah,
gets.
he's running off.
And I like to inspect it and see
Okay.
like what's
And then
going
in
on with it.
in a big flourish, I draw the wolf back into myself.
And it,
It's dark enough
it
no
becomes
one
misty
sees.
and like elongates
Ew.
into your hands. Love it. Okay.
I can't unsee
Yeah, so
this now.
you begin. Yeah, you go ahead and you can do survival or medicine or nature, whatever.
I like
you
to do this with Al.
Yep.
Also.
Just like
Oh,
just
like
a
shit.
couple.
9.
Okay. So as
Perfect. Can I do that with him?
Yeah, you can assist. Yeah.
27.
27. Okay, so the two of you begin looking at this wolf, and his shield is a torch right now, so you can see now. So beautiful gray fur with these random kind of dark spots on it.
Dalmatian thing.
That not like black fur, but
Look like an infection or some kind of corruption of some
I'll
sort.
be happy
Yeah.
to dissect it. And, like,
yeah,
actually,
discoloration is but it's dark, not light. And then as you begin to look at the wounds and open it up, you're not sure that you would eat this meat.
There's something wrong with these wolves. They're not
seem
healthy.
undead.
They're not undead, but maybe they're decaying.
Can I do a nature check on him?
I'm not dead yet.
You're welcome to do a nature check.
Ooh,
Nothing else
a total of 20.
Yeah, you would not butcher and eat these. You think the meat is going to be rancid before you can cook it.
Would I butcher and eat them?
Don't tell what you would do.
I got it too.
Yeah,
Yes.
you might eat it more. You don't even need a.
I look at you, and I say, "Hi, I'm Wraithbutt," and I stick up my hand.
I stick out my hands. Nice to meet you too. I'm Ewan.
Thanks for the warning about just letting him go.
I'm happy you listened, friend.
Did we though?
I
They're
pull out,
mostly dead.
I pull out a leather book and a really, really nice pen.
Where did you get the leather book?
I thought I had a leather book.
It's still in the bag of holding, as far as I know.
Oh, did I not get that back?
It's gonna be a long
I
game.
told you all to look at your character sheets and see if there's anything that you were missing.
Well, actually, I don't think I have a leather book.
Yeah. So it's a blank spell book is what he has. You would have like parchment and stuff.
Oh, I just need a piece of.
Yeah, you have parchment and ink and.
So I have a
Yeah.
parchment and
I should look at
some
this.
ink, and not so quietly to myself,
There
I
may be
start
things that
dictating.
are
Memoir
relevant,
day
interesting to your
139. I single-handedly slayed 3 wolves with the amazing power of my eldritch blast, straight from the fingertips of my hands.
Slew.
I think the correction is that I did that with my daggers.
And I'm just not paying attention to anything that he's saying.
Right.
I see you suffer
talk
from
to
selective
the-
hearing
do we-
disorder.
You could talk to
Is
Jaime
anything
Meg's
else
off a
around
donkey.
here also decaying, or is it just the wolves? Like, are the trees the same way? Anything else in the area?
I didn't do that either. Totally
Anything
consumed.
foliage-wise that is also
Nothing. Go ahead and give me an I'm trying to remember.
perception, investigation,
Investigation or nature, whatever you want. And I will remind
What are you looking for, Dave?
Arendor that you didn't see that little light over
Anything
there
else that's
before.
also decaying?
Right. I still have that in mind. I was just.
Yeah.
I could do. I
These
can do assist.
trees look. Yeah.
Roll a different die this time.
Kingsley doesn't have
Oh, that kind of
modifications.
2. It's awesome.
So you can see that there are some dead trees around, but like the trees here in the circle, they're old,
Mhm.
they're large, but they look healthy as far as you can tell. There's moss
Lovely.
growing all over the place. Nothing, no death that you don't expect in a forest.
Earlier,
Yeah.
you had said something about like in this direction or like shapes beyond these trees.
Yeah. So you can see that there are different types of trees silhouetted as you leave the clearing. And Arendor did see a light off that
I
direction.
did. And now that we're no longer in immediate danger, I'm going to tell everyone with my superior human senses.
To a lot of non-humans.
Which is weird because either everyone's humans or nobody's humans, and now I'm the only human.
That was Doodle.
I was a human?
am the human
You don't act human.
because I have ascended above it.
Act right.
The divide are no longer human.
Here, rise above the humans.
I don't think that means what you think.
Before the ambush of the wolves, I've noticed. I think some of you see better in the dark than I do, but there's a light in that direction. And I might be going crazy from the amnesia. Would one of you please just tell me if there's a light over there?
Yep.
Yes.
Aye.
That was 3.
Well, at least I'm not crazy.
Oh, are you? You don't need dark vision to see light. You understand this, right?
Well, yeah, but it's
You need light.
with the amnesia, with the runic circle, with the mystery of our surroundings.
That you weren't certain if that was light?
Are you feeling
I'm not-
all right, my lad?
I'm not.
Yeah, hit your head.
Can you have a healer's kit? Can you check him out?
Why is there a human here?
Oh! Let me check you over. Make sure you're not hurt. I don't think you fall down in the battle.
No.
Did the wolves bite you? Are you rabid?
No.
Did the
what
wolves
is
bite
rabid?
you in your head?
No.
It's a small animal with big ears.
I think everyone's
They are
convincing
so
me. I think
good.
you guys are like, what's the word? You're gaslighting me into thinking that I was bitten.
He's a small
What is a
animal.
gaslight?
With big ears.
Is that what you're seeing? You're seeing a gaslight? Am I doing this correctly?
Over all of this, you just hear me saying, and then my ample bosom was filled with air as I shouted out, "Depart from hence!"
Well, that wasn't the only thing that was filled with air.
These humans are strange.
I think my character's about had it. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the light.
No, don't go to the light. Are the humans leaving already?
It can't be worse than this.
It's worse.
Is that why we're here? Is to get rid of the humans? That would make sense. That's usually what I
You
get
take off
summoned
that direction?
for.
I'm
Wait
gonna
for a
just start
second for
walking
us to
towards
come
the
with
light.
you.
If he walks off.
Have we pretty much found everything we can find with the wolves at this point?
That's a very
Yeah, probably.
So 27, I feel like.
I follow him,
yeah.
but not too close.
Good
Okay.
sir, Dory, you'll be safer to walk with. Yeah, right.
I don't doubt it, but I just need to get. I need a break from you guys.
I'm gonna follow him.
We're going to follow him.
Okay, you're all
Continue
walking
asking.
that
I don't want to
direction.
get hurt.
You're gonna follow the one
you
character
sure you
with
haven't
the
hit your
weakest
head?
dark vision.
I don't have
Wow,
vision.
we can see
You
you
don't
go ahead.
I'm sitting on you, so
We'll just
wherever
You
you're
don't have the
walking,
weakest
Okay.
dark vision. You don't have
I,
dark vision.
I can't see
Yes.
in the dark, so that's
I
where my
can.
light is. So shield.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely want to be behind the light. I don't want to ruin my dark vision.
Well, you're behind my shield.
So you walk maybe 150 paces off that
Yeah,
direction.
we did. Bring this up.
Oh yeah.
Aeon,
I thought I was gonna.
No.
Are we like? Is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is the whole party going?
I don't know.
I didn't know if I heard everybody, but most people were following him. I think you're concerned for his well-being.
I think we're all sort of curious.
I'm absorbed enough in my thing that I just am kind of like following.
I put the humans together so that they're in the front if something ambushes
No,
us.
I would
The
be at
nice
the back.
squishy ones.
I'd be at the back, bringing up the rear, working on my memoir.
I would want to be
I think I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself or use the healing kit. How's the healing
far enough away.
I think healing kit stabilizes.
HD
Yeah.
damage to a target.
Unless it's changed.
Yeah, healing kits aren't good for for momentary healing. They're good for stabilizing or for like long-term healing, improving.
Oh, okay. All right. Long-term healing.
Yeah, like when you're resting. I don't remember. I might be mixing 3.5 rules in where you can like accelerate healing with the healing kit.
All right, well,
Does the noise return as we leave the circle of doom?
Yeah. Yeah. So slowly the noise was actually kind of returning as you guys were not as loud, and presumably the clearing, whatever disturbed the clearing, was calmed down, and then the wolves showed up, and then sound scattered again, but now they're starting to creep back in.
Are there any other animals around?
Yeah. So you're starting to hear. You can hear owls, some night birds. You're starting to hear bugs. You think you might hear a fish in the creek.
How long has it been since we've been out of combat? Like, has it been 10 minutes yet?
Yeah, sure. It can be.
It can, or it
Yeah.
hasn't.
It can be. Yeah, it's been.
It can be. Can it not be?
It cannot be. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how quickly he
Cannot
was.
not be.
All possibilities.
I don't know how quickly he was trying to get away, but it sounded to me like you guys were ribbing him for a while.
I'd like to call out to one of the owls. I think there's one nearby, and see if I can catch its attention to come down and talk to me.
Yeah. So an owl comes and perches on the hill as you've been walking in the horse and just kind of looks at you.
I kind of ask it. I say, well, "What happened in these areas? It's like something clearly happened. We weren't here before, and now we are. And did you see anything?"
Flash, burn.
Aye, but has this happened before?
Fire. I'm trying to think of how wise an owl is, how intelligent it is.
They're wise.
Very wise.
They're
Very
yeah.
wise.
Exceptionally
Exceptionally
wise.
wise.
Definitionally.
Sword in the stone.
Fires come, spread wide, last multiple
Many moons.
many moon rises.
In
This
fact,
fire,
double than what you would expect.
short, temporary,
Intelligence 2.
brief,
Intelligence 2.
brief.
Intelligence too.
2 for now. Yeah.
So,
How wise are they, though?
so this
Wise?
owl has seen
12.
wildfires.
Right,
This
yeah.
was not a wildfire. This was
Say, what's wrong with the wolves?
depends where.
Here.
Wolves there. Wolves there. Lots of things there.
Which way is it gesturing when it says there?
This
way?
way, yeah. So that way.
I'm just imagining it using
Animals.
its wings going,
Yeah, so it seems to be that the owl thinks things are normal that way, and they're not normal this way.
As Erin's talking to him, 11-minute hits, and he can't understand a thing he's saying
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, you're still talking to the owl, but the owl's doing.
Hooting at me back.
Get a little agitated.
I'll also say, does anyone who wants to make a survival check as you're walking towards the light, and I'm gonna tell you that as you walk closer towards this light, as you get like 100 paces out, you don't think any of these others would notice who are not familiar with forces, but there's like a subtle change, like you've switched like microclimates almost, like this. The trees look more the same, but this is a different forest here than it was there. Like different, the trees are subtly different.
Hey, my friends, there's a deep magic affecting this area. So I can sense it. The trees here are not the same as the ones we were just at. They're quite different in nature.
But what does it mean?
I do not know. I just warn you. Just be on your guard.
Are we leaving the weird area or entering the
13?
weird area?
We're currently leaving.
As you're
we're
leaving the
currently
clearing
entering
out this
the
direction,
weird
before you kind of
area.
get, well, you got your shield. There's a little
They're
game trail here,
different.
and there are
you
some
saying
person
this
prints.
is the weird area and not that one?
This one
in
feels
wet spots.
much different
In the direction
than
we're
the
headed?
previous
In
one.
the well, it looks like it came from the
The
direction you were
previous
headed,
one seemed completely messed
to the
up.
clearing. But
It also
there
has
appears
its
to be
own
a
qualities. I agree.
very faint
But
path
this one feels
in the direction of this light.
odd
yeah.
to me. Having spent
Do I have all my
many,
other
many
weapons?
moons
I have like a
under-
rapier
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so I have those. I take out my rapier and my shield.
There.
ready?
Did you all notice the feet prints?
Sorry, the weapons?
Footprints?
Footprints? In the direction we came from.
Oh, I did not. There are footprints leading off the other direction.
So you would now notice, he points out, there's essentially a game trail here, very, very narrow, and there's person prints on it headed to the clearing.
These are human prints.
Or they have shoes?
Speaking of people, what happened to all the other dead people? There were dead people. The wolves came and ate.
They're still
And
dead.
we didn't. Did we figure anything out about that? That seems weird.
Oh, yeah.
Usually I kill the people.
Best I can
Companions. Sorry.
tell, they were part of a ritual to bring them back to life. And it
Are you talking slow?
didn't work.
We can do the whole game.
The ritual?
What?
Are we part of the ritual?
Maybe.
I'm glad it worked for me.
I like the
no.
slight southern drawl too.
Sure.
It's very nice.
I'm trying to make like a full southern drawl because
Yeah.
it's too much, but
I like it.
Just enough.
Just enough.
just a hint.
It's a southern
A
cover.
smidge.
A little warm southern cover.
Were they all humans? Why were these humans spared? Why was that one
They
spared?
weren't all humans, right?
I
No,
think that's
the one
People
appeared
died.
to be a
You're
half
far.
elf male,
You're
a
giant
dwarf
innocence.
female, and then a skull that would have been from a larger person than you.
Yeah. No,
I
they're
might
all
be
humans.
speciest.
Well, there's seldom little blade cannot solve, so it makes sense to me that these humans would have killed each other.
Nope. It was part of the ritual.
I don't know
How
about
do you
these
know
rituals.
How do you come to this conclusion, my friend?
He knows things.
Well studied in these things. In the health and well-being of others.
You have a wee bit of an expert.
In some things.
Are you by chance a healer?
I have been told that.
Then yes.
Sure.
Well, it's always good to have a healer around, especially when there's wolves afoot.
I can't agree more.
Well, he says that I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So,
It's now
Feeling
it's now
inadequate?
2d8.
2d8. plus your
2d8.
wisdom modifier. Or
Holy smokes.
I know, it's
Oh, that's why you healing so much.
Yeah,
You're like,
they-
you must roll like that.
I rolled a 1 and a 7.
And it was
Accurate.
1d8, right?
How much did you roll?
They increased. 9 plus my wisdom modifier, which would be another 4.
Go ahead and take your level 2 hit die, and then heal up towards that new maximum.
Wait, he's level 2 now?
He's not level 2, but his hit point max just increased to what it would be if you were level 2.
If I was level 2. Oh, I don't reroll.
So I think you can either take 5 plus your constitution, or you can roll the d8.
So, like, parts of his character sheet are level 2 now?
No, just his hit points.
Just his
And if you roll a 1, I let you re-roll, because otherwise rolling is less than the average on average. As you round up the average.
Would it be temporary hit points or just straight up maximum?
For now, he's increasing his maximum.
Alright, cool.
And while he's doing that, I say, "The end!" with a flourish. And I say, "Well done, everyone. I'm proud of all of you, especially me."
Can I walk faster?
Yes, you start power walking.
My only goal is to not be so close to these clanky clank people.
I'm actually pretty quiet. I'm wearing a breastplate.
I'm definitely not quiet.
That is not quiet. And look at this guy.
Breastplates are quiet.
I am incredible.
I might be large,
You
but
sound very loud.
I can be
The
stealthy.
footprints are like heading this direction.
They're headed from the light
but not
to
the other way.
the clear. Yeah.
So
But
maybe
you
they
also
keep-
but the ground is not terribly wet, so
It's hard to say.
yeah.
Should we follow the footprints, or are we just going to acknowledge their
Ah,
existence?
methinks
You're
perhaps
reverse
that's
probably.
Let's
going
talk about it
the
for another
other
hour.
way. Methinks, yeah,
The
perhaps
footsteps are the people going to the clearing to summon us. We're
I tell-
already there.
I-
We're leaving.
We can tell that they were heading this direction.
Yes,
Yes.
they're headed the way.
I don't have a great survival skill.
I'm pointing them out to you.
No,
Very good.
I'm
You
a
can see he was
bugbear.
walking
How do
slowly
you-
because the
I thought you were a
invader.
druid. Can't you tell that?
You
Oh,
seem
not to my
to be
force.
very important. It's
Very
very
nice
nice to meet
I don't think I've ever been to a bugbear this closely.
you. Quite cute.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Good luck.
Looks delicious.
There, buddy. Don't eat our new friend.
As you keep
You're only
walking,
8 pounds. I wonder how far I can throw you. Very far. I'm aerodynamic too.
You would lean into it.
It's like a dart.
Very little drag.
I get my dex bonus.
All right. Well, let's walk over towards this thing. We're just
So
standing
as
around.
you get there, there's
waiting
this.
for the glass to grow beneath our toes.
I love.
Wait, I thought that was a thing that druids did.
Aye, we do, but yeah, it's very boring.
Okay.
As I walk, I'm fascinated by my own cloak that I'm swishing. I'm walking.
With a third.
And I'll say your clothes are not quite as fine as you're used to. You're a little disappointed in whoever picked them out for
I'm
you.
always disappointed.
How could you possibly be distracted by your cloak when you could be just impressed with yourself so much?
There's no water to see his reflection.
Yeah,
You got to make do.
His pocket mirror didn't make the travel.
No, it didn't. An affront.
Yes, the compact did not.
I make do every time I eat.
So as you come upon this light, there is an ethereal door slightly ajar, and light is spilling out of the door.
Ethereal.
Ethereal. It's translucent. Doesn't look
Ethereal
solid.
or
That's
that
a real.
phrase when light spills
I'd
out
like
of
to
the
do
door?
it.
Aye,
Arcana.
this might be the source
go
of the
for it.
magic.
This looks like a door. It looks like the source
Can
of
I-
the people that
This
cause
is magical. You're pretty certain you don't normally
I'd like to do it.
exist in the woods without it.
It's not the nature of it. Like if I gotta
I'd like to do an Arcana check as well.
Okay.
+8.
Not my forte.
7.
7.
Is it a door?
It's a door that is not attached to a building, but appears to lead somewhere that is not the other side of the door.
That sounds ethereal.
That
Well
sounds
said.
like that sounds like a
Can I
7
make a
answer.
suggestion here?
Yes, definitely magic is involved.
That we not go through that door and go do something else?
I want to check out the door.
I want to go do something else, just to screw with the DM. would I think that's a treasure room?
Let's go this way.
Give me
Go to
a
the
perception
river
check.
and
I
the
don't remember if you have like any
I
sort
wonder
of
where
keen
it
sense.
goes.
Rafting is fun. Let's do that.
Yeah, so build a raft with the trees,
13.
and then we can take it down the
You can
river.
smell some food coming out of there.
Oh.
I'm going to
Oh,
assume
there's
it's
food
a
over
treasure
there.
room and
There's
scream
a portal
treasure.
right across the
And I'm
river.
going to
Wow,
sprint forward and jump through the portal.
Do I smell the food as well?
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh dear.
It takes us a little bit of food, and they're all off.
I
have 140
4.
4. Your friend takes off to the door.
Well, he's not my friend.
Well, okay, your scaly green companion takes off to the door, and you have no idea.
So I'm going to walk
overtook him.
closer. At what point do I smell the food?
When you stick your head in the door, there is a feast laid out. As you enter, there's a harp in the corner that begins playing. You can kind of see someone there, but you can't really see him. Looking at it, the food is probably not warm anymore, but is fresh. And there are 11 seats at the table. There appears to be a heavy meat section. There appears to be the vegetarian section, and there are 11 doors behind the table.
Does anybody? Or am I alone in the room currently?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's sticking his head in. I don't know. Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. And then you, see this.
And then I turn around and say, "My goodman, I have prepared for you all a feast. Follow me!" And I go into the door.
What are you doing, Mars?
I'm just going to sit next to the largest platter of meat.
You can roll deception.
Roll deception, please, sir.
Yes, I will.
Please try to beat a 21.
That's going to be a 17.
17, no, 21.
He obviously did not create this banquet, but is happy to take credit for it.
This fool is a liar.
Okay, you start chowing down on some meat.
As do I.
Let's do it. Okay. The rest of you sitting outside, or do you pull the door shut behind you?
Me? No, I invited
okay.
them in. Because I made this.
You open it wide so the light spills out more.
Yes, of course.
You guys can all see there's a banquet table laid out.
There's far too many examples of good folk out here. People go in and they go through celestial doors and they don't come back for years.
Maybe we should close the door.
It's quite dangerous.
Yeah, we just let them stay inside, see what
I
happens.
know what this is.
With your roll, no, you know it's a magical door into a different space.
Question.
But yes, I know that David knows.
Yeah, I know, but I wonder, like, damn.
Is my character hungry?
Yes, you are all famished. So you're still like you're achy and your head still throbs and you feel like you haven't eaten in years.
Okay, I'm going to take one of the darts out of my inventory and jam it into the crevice of the door.
Okay.
So it can't shut so easily.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go in and eat.
Is the door solid?
It doesn't look solid, but like it resists if you push on it. Yeah.
What is an example of one of the things that I see? The piece of food.
There is a pheasant, whole pheasant there, roasted on a plate, beautifully garnished.
It's there's just big bites taken out of it.
Big bites taken out of it.
By big, we're talking like...
There is a boar with an apple in its mouth.
Multiple bites.
There is... The only thing you could describe is a bouquet of salad.
I grab the hog and I put it over my head and I walk it out the door and I say, "Come!"
Give me a strength check.
Oh, this isn't going to go well.
This is why I asked. Because I've seen your stats. This thing probably weighs more than you.
11.
11. You lift it. You're not sure you can get over your head without dropping
So I
it.
go, "Come! We dine!" Does anything happen to the pig when I take it out the door?
I think it turns to ash.
Or vanishes.
Room?
Yeah.
Can you describe it?
So it is like a big kind of hall.
We're kind of peeking in.
You're kind of peeking in. So there's this big hall. It's brightly lit. There's this long banquet table with 11 chairs around it and all this food. There's a harp in the corner which is playing itself, or maybe there's some like unseen servant type thing playing it. It looks like something there, but you can't really see it. There are 11 doors behind, and then there's some stairs going up. To presumably the second floor.
My friends, we should not
does it
trust
turn
the
to ash?
strange
It turns
magic.
to ash as you take it out.
So I take it out, it turns to ash. I go, "I'm full!" And I walk the other direction.
You leave?
Yes.
I sit down and start eating my rations because I don't want to eat ash.
I will go into the...
Okay, you go in.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
inside.
look around.
Okay.
I'm just standing at the door. I haven't entered in.
Okay.
Do I taste anything odd, or do I just keep eating the pheasant?
Oh, it is delicious food. Yeah, it is. I mean, where you're from, there aren't very many birds. Well, this is really odd. This is some of the finest pheasant you've ever had.
Do not take things that are not yours if you don't even know the price. Like there may be a terrible cost to this banquet we have yet to discover.
Do I hear that? Do I hear him? Or is he outside
I
the
assume
door
you're outside the door.
You're
I mean,
smacking your
if the
lips.
door's open, you guys can hear each other. And you've got
Redfoot giggles when he.
4
when
of you in
say,
there
"Don't
eating,
take things that aren't yours."
one wandering off. How far do you wander, Zorro?
I wander to that rock over there.
The mage.
No, and then move it that way. That rock right there, and I sit on it.
So that distance is supposed to be like 200 paces, by the way. So you might not actually go that far. I don't know if you do. Anyway.
Yeah, like I don't separate myself completely from the group.
Okay.
I just go sit on a rock.
Just go sulk in the corner.
I'm not sulking. I'm perfectly
I just start
content.
investigating the space.
I was just
Go
like,
outside
well,
the
that was
doors,
weird.
Actually, like, as they-
Those are bedrooms, and there is one with a teeny bed. There is one with a huge bed. There is one with a round bed that looks particularly comfortable to you.
Do I make the connection that there's one space for each person that would have been alive and the mage who would have
Yeah,
been
you can
alive?
count to 11,
Yeah.
and you can count corpses.
It's like,
You're
it's like
good
a
at
bed
that.
with like a turtle shell scoop in the middle
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
So you can like
Yeah.
I just
fit
throw
right
it back.
into it on your back.
One that has a big depression. In it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go up the stairs.
Yeah, there is a library with a nice warm fire, lots of books. There is what you would assume is like an apothecary, and then there is like a lounge, living room type, just hang out and be comfortable space.
Okay. I will walk back out to those who are still there.
Yep.
So after...
Do you walk by the table?
Yep.
I'm going to jump on you and attempt to bring as much of the pheasant with me as possible.
All right. I would appreciate if you would wipe your hands first before
The
jumping
pheasant's
on.
as big as you.
Hands and feet.
Wipe him on his shell.
Not
Can't get
on
my son
shell.
to use a napkin
I
for life.
attempt to respond, but I have so much pheasant in my mouth. Just like dribbles.
You're gonna have to wax that shell.
Little
Lovely.
flecks of meat.
Anyways,
You want some?
as I walk outside, first, is everything turned to ash in his mouth?
The pheasant in his hand turns to mouth. Anything hanging out of his mouth, turns to ash. Anything hanging out of his mouth turns to ash. The stuff in his mouth he continues to chew and swallow.
Okay.
Well, probably where he's from, ash is also considered a food, so.
Yeah, he might eat the handful of ashes.
So, anyways, the
So that means all the stuff on his shell also turns to ash?
Yes.
So I clean his shell off of all the ash while I'm eating.
And it's not even greasy though.
thing. This here was most likely put here by the dead mage.
Dead mage. Like
The one with the book and the scrolls.
What did you say?
the mages that we found in the clearing.
The only one of them. The one who was whole.
I will
Except all this getting burned off his face.
Perhaps we'll find
That was
some.
more whole than the rest of them. The tort.
Perhaps we can find some information on why we're
I
here.
think we should look.
Is it safe?
Sure,
It tastes good.
Is it a trap?
maybe, but I don't think so.
What if we close this door?
I want to be on the inside when you do.
Can I do an Arcana
Can we
check?
close
Yeah.
it with him on the inside?
I think we should try with the humans.
The one who was already inside.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still in there eating, as far as I know.
Did you go in to eat?
I did. I am eating.
What did you enjoy the pheasant?
I'm enjoying everything.
I'm not sure.
There's a
what would
chocolate fountain in like a little side table on the right with cut up fruit.
happen. You can't have chocolate. It's not good for you.
It's not.
If you're like a dog.
I get hyperactive.
Would I have ever encountered anything like this in my magical arts?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me. And I will give you, because of your showmanship, I'll give you advantage on this. Because it is the sort of thing that you would...
And if you fail, I will close the door.
Oh, 10.
I
10.
close the door.
You have certainly heard of powerful mages creating doorways to like secret homes and other planes. And there's various tales about like a tent versus a mansion, but and of course you believe it all.
All right, I shut the door.
Who's inside and who's outside?
I'm inside.
I was inside.
I'm wherever you are.
I wasn't just outside telling you all about everything.
I haven't gone inside yet, so I guess I'm.
Do you want to be inside or outside when I shut this?
Why are we shutting the door when we should investigate first?
It's a strange magic. We should close it off.
I would like to go investigate more of the structure, find the apothecary, and then raid it for ingredients.
Perhaps you should wait for just a few minutes.
There's a
Take
lot
a
of
look around.
I'm going inside while you guys are talking.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Okay. What are you trying to...
Is there anyone else around here besides us? 16.
You're in an active forest, but as far as you can tell, there's no other like people. I'm trying to remember
Besides
the word.
these two.
I stand up from the rock and I say, upon my ponderance, I have realized I have studied this very thing in depth, and I understand exactly what it is. It is safe. It has been created for us, and I shall now enter and bid you join me. And I walk inside.
And then I close the door.
So as you close the door, for those of you inside, it's just a closed door. For those on the outside, it goes almost transparent. It's hard, like you can still kind of see it's there, but it almost disappears.
Magic.
Open the door. Actually, wait. Are both of the humans in there?
Is it incorporeal now to me?
You're able.
I'm in there.
It's a little hard because you
All
can't
the
really see where the
humans
handle
are,
is, but you managed to get it open.
And as well as me and the druid.
I'm going to kind of
I think
investigate
you two are the
around.
only ones that are outside.
Yeah.
So there's lots of food. There's bedrooms. And then upstairs.
Is there a bedroom that calls to me?
I was going to ask.
Well, of course you pick the one with the silkiest sheets.
But there's nothing else in that bedroom that seems specifically...
Well, there's like a nightstand and a chair, and you can maybe do some reading. Maybe
Is there a mirror?
Yes, one of the rooms has a mirror.
Perfect.
You move the mirror into the room with the silkiest sheets. There is a very large bed in one of the rooms. Actually,
want to know what's happening in that room.
there are two rooms. There are two rooms with very large beds.
Okay. Alright, but there's no leftover pieces? Like things that maybe people who had stayed there had left or by?
There's
So-
not even a mint on the pillow.
There's a bed that has there's a room with a micro bed and a room with a small bed.
Yeah.
So there's a gnome,
No.
the dead guy,
Dwarf. Yeah.
dwarf.
And the one for this.
So then there's a tiny bed.
Yeah.
There's a dollhouse.
But actually, I'm sorry.
And inside the
There's
house,
a. I'm not gonna
there's
say a tiny bed. I'm
smaller
gonna say a small bed.
Dollhouse. He's this tall.
No, it's quite interesting.
Dolls are this tall.
It's
He's
like
this
gnomes-
tall.
gnomes
He's get a
and
doll.
dwarves are
It's a doll.
twice different.
No, but maybe he wasn't expecting someone that tall.
What other rooms are there? There's
So upstairs, there's like
that
a
has-
library,
Yeah.
a reading room. There's like an apothecary type room, and then there's like a sit down and chill room.
Is there a place to train?
Is there a pub?
Does it have the internet?
There is. You do find there's kind of like a hidden door
That's
that
Wi-Fi.
leads to a
That's
kitchen,
Wi-Fi
and there are a
password.
bunch of these translucent people in there. And they seem willing to make you food if you ask them.
No, I'm looking for. I had my rations outside. Now I want a beer.
Oh, they provide you with some wine.
I hand it back and say I wanted beer. Or mead?
They go off, and eventually they come back with something that is a kind of like a mead.
One word.
Is there a
2 syllables.
You said this was like an ether
Beer?
plane or something?
Are we still outside?
yourselves?
Lower back.
Okay.
Well, the door was ethereal. It was kind
Oh,
of
in the
translucent.
Are there any signs of a net inside? Some way we could communicate to each other? Via Ethernet? perhaps?
When you shut the door, you couldn't talk to them through the door. You couldn't
Right.
shout through it.
Oh,
No Ethernet. Sorry, no Wi-Fi either.
so sad. Library, is there anything of interest in the library?
It is. You find a lot of the books are just for show. They're not as many filled with words as you would like. But there's ones. There's a lot of texts, epic ballads.
Looking
Iliad.
for very specific things, like tomes on fire magic, or perhaps things on blights of the sort.
So you go. There is a section. Lots of stuff on magic. It's a little hard for you to decipher. It's probably that weird scholarly magic, which is not kind of the way you do magic. But you grab a couple of books that you think are worth struggling through.
Are you in the library too?
Yeah, right down. You got three.
So
you got three
you see
tomes.
this happening?
Yeah.
I also see this happening.
I was planning to go to the library also
Okay.
to find anything that would indicate what kind of magic happened out front, but also any kind of like the healing magic that I'm searching for.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So there are differently. So after, there's like these shelves of like epic stories of heroes, and then kind of below there's a short section on divine magic, And it all seems to be around resurrection type spells, reincarnation. There are some notes in it, and it seems like whoever was reading these books is frustrated with his inability to grasp divine magic.
I would like to, however much time we have, I will read said books.
Okay.
I also want to look for books.
Okay.
Specifically.
Wait, so everybody...
One's made of Fae. Oh.
Is everybody inside now?
I think so.
I'm squatting outside the door.
So I am
watch.
once again
Yeah.
buck naked, and I just go into the kitchen, the dining hall to grab a turkey leg, and I go back to my room.
You're that roommate.
Oh yeah,
You leave the refrigerator open and the milk cap on.
Yeah. Sitting on the counter.
Yeah. Eating your food.
Yeah. Crumbs in the
I
middle.
had one of those.
There are some books on planes. There isn't one that focuses on the Fey Wild, but you do find a narrow tome that talks about the Fey. It more seems to be about Fey in the material plane, but it does have references to other stuff. And one of the books on planes does talk about the Fey Wild and some of the Archfays and the Seelie Court and the Unseelie Court.
Ah, the good folk.
I just hiss at you.
Use your word.
That's racist. We're
That
here
is a word in your whistle.
It's kind of speak the way others can understand you.
Anyone else want to do anything? If people going to bed,
Well, I was gonna poke my head out and I say, I retire, and I close the door and I go to sleep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go find
Okay.
a room and settle down.
This is the most boring bar I've ever been in, because the only people here are ethereal and don't speak.
That's why I'm using the Ethernet.
So,
Perhaps you can
Yeah.
chat.
since they're all off in libraries, I will go back to my room and go to bed.
I apologize that the guy thought you were higher class than you are.
Can I get a sense of how long till morning then? Are we gonna?
Yeah.
That might just
So
stay
you're
up
guessing
until...
that it's probably pushing like maybe 1 a.m. now. Like the sun is probably rising in 5 or 6 hours.
Got it.
The smaller moon is actually close to setting, but the larger moon is like 3/4 of the way across the sky.
Can we see the moons inside? Is there like a window or?
No.
So I do want to protect my friends. I do want to attempt something. I'm going to step inside the door and close it so I can't see out from the door.
You close the door, and it's an ornately carved wooden door.
So there's no seam,
No
keyhole,
seam.
any way to see out.
Yep.
I think Kingsley will rationalize that we're pretty safe in here based on what the door looked like on the outside, and I'll try to assure myself that I can rest as well.
Can I finish the books before I go to bed, you think? Or is it more of a...
It depends how much sleep you want.
I'll take them to my room and I'll still get a full night, I
Okay.
guess, but I'll at least try to power through, make sure
You
I've taken his
read
notes.
you find some interesting legends about some people who lived long beyond their expected life, and you find arguments about that versus whether they were resurrected and resurrecting people. Can you bring them back younger, or is that not really a way to extend life?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it seems to be around that kind of this tie of bringing people back seems to be intruding onto everything you're trying to read.
Mm.
But you do find a nice treatise on just healing different types of mundane and magical poisons and elements and stuff.
Do I find any pictures of the Fae?
There are lots of stylized illustrations in the book.
I rip every one of them back. And then
You mean
I
paper
defecate
puppets?
on them, and then I burn them.
Aw.
A servant comes and puts out the fire.
You thought I was low class.
I hiss at you.
Well, I know what to expect from Scott.
I come over to the thief. Are you still up drinking?
He went to his room.
Oh, you did go to your room?
No, I'd stay up there for like 2 drinks at least, and probably a couple hours.
Yeah, I come join you for drinks.
Oh, so you enjoy your drinks, you don't just drink it.
I'm there to socialize with ghosts that don't speak.
Yeah.
And now,
No, I'll come join you.
you, who is clearly as impressed with your muscles as he is with his face.
Hello. I'm glad you noticed.
You want to talk about my delts, or how about my triceps?
And he's almost as big as you are.
Your delts are up here.
He's as big as me?
Almost.
I'm a big dude.
He's a Dragonborn. He's big.
Then you're bigger than me. I'm only 6'2".
Great. I'll drink you under the table.
Your picture is like gives your character is way too adorable for me to imagine it as a 6'2" bugbear.
Yeah, it's a bugbear. It's really hard to find a picture of a bugbear that's not either a rat
Very cute.
or
Vicious.
But he's got a charisma of 18, so he's a very attractive bugbear. Cuddly bugbear.
Cuddly, yeah. So after I'm done with pilfering the apothecary, I will also go to the bar.
Okay. You're all sitting at like the kitchen counter drinking.
I will go join them at the kitchen counter.
Remember that time we killed those men by the fire?
We woke up without knowing who we are.
Wait, we killed men?
Oh. Well, some of us remember. Wolves. We killed the wolves.
They were men?
Those
I
men
usually
died.
recognize men
Somebody
when I kill them.
We must have.
There's
Have
no
you ever
way-
killed a man before?
I believe so, yes.
You
Many a
believe?
time.
You believe?
No, we did not kill those men. They looked like they were eaten from the bottom up.
That's what it looks like when I kill people.
Well,
Keep this one on your good side.
I'm not going to let my shoes off. That's for sure.
Do you eat the shoes
So
too?
confused. I have no idea what's happening now. You just thoroughly confused me.
My shoes are metal, so
Eat from the bottom up.
very
Or
safe.
eat through
They're
the-
shod.
Shot.
Shod shoes.
Oh.
I challenge,
Really encountered.
challenge you to a drinking game.
I accept your challenge.
However, I let you do all the drinking.
'Tis a great game.
Did I win yet?
What drink shall you challenge me with?
Water.
Well,
Just wine. Is that what we have here?
that's all they have is wine, and the idea is that whoever can drink the most and stay sober, they win.
If I have my chalice, I will accept your challenge.
They've got all these glasses here. You can pick any one of them you like.
I'd like to run another insight
Go
check.
for it.
In case he's holding back and he has seen it.
Is
This
that
would
a
be...
natural one?
No, it's 11.
A double natural one.
It's 11.
Double fail. Fail hard.
All those things were in the bag, but my chalice is somehow missing.
Yeah, and I'm missing things too that were not in the bag.
Can I see the bag?
It's right here, but you can't look in it. No,
And why not?
it's finders keepers.
Well, how do I know the
Losers?
chalice is not in this bag?
Look into my eyes. The chalice is not in the bag.
I don't know who you are, sir, but I will
I'm
trust your
Wraithfoot.
words. Wraithfoot?
Wraithfoot.
Wraithfoot.
Yes.
How close is the kitchen to the sleeping chambers?
It's kind of on the far. It's on the same floor, but it's on one of the side walls.
Okay, then you faintly hear.
Eventually, roll another insight to see if I'm lying about
You
your
can
fantasy.
roll persuasion if you want to help him.
13?
Roll it with advantage.
Triple advantage.
13.
7. It
So-
went down.
So you don't know this person, but he's treated all of you fairly and straightforward, and you can't just see any hints that he is trying to deceive you.
Eventually, you're going to get a 20, and then you're going to realize that I'm not trying to deceive you. It's not here.
That's fair, sir. Well, Kingsley is very trusting, and he wants to believe other people, so I'm taking you at your word.
Everyone done? You don't have to be. I'm just...
Yeah, well, I guess we'll
Even
retire.
if they're not doing a drinking game, I'm doing my own drinking game called I don't know what the hell's going on. And that was
Drinking to forget again.
Must be Wednesday night.
You eventually stumble to a bed.
Perfect.
It's the second super large bed. You're sprawled out.
Perfect.
Just as his snoring gets annoying, like I'm gonna start snoring, and it's gonna be really loud.
You like hit your horns on the wall as you lift your head.
If
You nail like
any
a
of you
horse
are a
with
maid,
your
you can cast silence on these guys. That'd be awesome.
I would love if we go around like describe
Yeah.
now that we've seen everybody.
That actually would be nice.
What we saw a moment ago. That's all right, Greg.
Yeah, that's a
what we
good
saw
idea.
a moment
I kind
ago?
of assumed that would happen initially, but I
Yeah.
didn't prompt it, so yeah.
No, you're good.
I kept trying and it just wasn't happening.
Why don't we start here and just go around?
Yeah, okay, work.
What do we look like?
So
It's hard to run.
you've seen what would be a pretty large turtle, you would think, but hunched over a good bit. Like just wearing typically like a robe, like a white robe with hood, a long, sort of a pale, almost with sickly green color skin, looks ancient for a turtle.
So the shell's not bent or anything, but it's just your
I'm
character.
hunched over, yeah, like hunched with age.
Have you ever seen my dad? Which you haven't. That's how
Yeah.
he's standing.
Well, how
He's
do you
got
know
that
that?
posture? Because I've seen my dad.
Okay.
How do
You know,
know
you
that
have to
haven't
know
seen
your
your
dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I doubt you've ever been in Rexburg.
I studied in Rexburg.
Oh, you did?
That's right.
Wait, your dad's?
I helped run the nerd store up there. When were you up there?
Born and raised there.
It just got weird.
Did you ever hear of the store Gubbins and Games?
I did not.
It was the original Magic the Gathering, Warhammer, everything store for Rexburg. I helped run it.
Okay.
Um,
I did go to a board game shop once.
Are we
Sounds
just,
very-
are you
Very nerd.
are we describing ourselves? Is that
Yeah,
what
sorry.
yeah, yeah, and name is Clarence.
Hello, Clarence.
He's waiting to get his wings.
Yeah.
Wraithlet. Except with pointed ears. Not quite so round.
And 6'2", not so.
Do you always exist in monochrome?
Yes.
I actually do like that picture. That's a good picture.
What color is your fur?
Brown.
What kind of brown?
Is that the Avatar Airbender
Model
arrow
brown.
tattoo on his forehead?
No.
How do you smell?
With my nose, just like everyone else does.
No, how does your
Everyone.
your
Thanks to-
person smell? What do you smell like?
Like rainbows.
Musty.
Do you smell like the summer breeze or
I smell like me.
most bugbears stink?
What do you like?
Yeah, what do you look like?
I'm a very small,
Aerodynamic.
like imagine like a tiny house cat but in lizard form with claws.
Oh, that tiny.
Yeah, like 8 pounds of
You're smaller than my cat.
Spike.
of demon. But for all of the demons you've met, I'm surprisingly friendly. Like strangely so.
I'm thinking of like Pain and Panic from the Hercules animated movie. In the green.
Oh, yes.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Should I go see?
Yeah.
Should I see that for inspiration?
We can pull up just his shoot. Yeah, he's got 2 horns and a tail. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you,
Clarence.
a turtle,
And what's your name?
you're an imp.
Gagramar, but I like to go by Mars.
So it's a Quasit, but you're an imp? That's how it works?
Quasit?
Quasit's a type of imp? Or is
I'm
it
I'm a Quasit.
Mhm.
I'm not. I get very upset when I'm referred to as an
Is a Quasit an imp?
No.
No.
I think it's a demon.
imp. Quasits are demons.
Oh, okay.
And I think imps are demons too. But
Okay.
Do you want to like?
The green one.
If you watch like the
And-
Hercules movie, it's a great little duo.
Yeah. So
We need to get that mini closet.
yeah.
And Zoro?
I am Zorro.
Zero?
Zorro.
Zero? You say zero?
And this is what I look like.
Sorry.
I am almost unnaturally perfect in proportions. Like everything is like perfectly chiseled in every single way. Clothes always seem to just fit me magnificently, but I try to wear them as little as possible.
I think we caught on to that.
And what's your charisma?
Huh? I actually don't have super high charisma.
I agree because it.
Well, Christmas not
It's
necessarily
terrible.
physical attraction. It's just
What's the personality?
Understood.
My charisma.
Tell me it's less than 10.
I want to
It
say
might
it's
be.
-1 as his bonus, but I don't remember.
No, actually, it's not bad. My charisma's 15 plus 2.
-1.
You're a wizard.
I went through
I
every
am a
character
wizard.
sheets on like Wednesday to try and write down a few things, and I haven't even looked at like the perception and stuff, so I would have to ask
And-
him all the time.
I don't know as far as what You can tell me whether this is true or not, but my perception of myself is I'm a very, very, very famous wizard who is well known throughout the world for my conquests.
I think we caught on to that.
But I don't know if, like,
what's your character
that's,
like?
like, perceived just by myself or if that's real.
You're level 1. You can't have possibly had anything happen yet.
So, yeah.
That's the irony.
You certainly had some accolades. You have memories of acolytes following you and you know.
So there's a bit of...
Okay. You've had some stuff stroke your ego.
Yeah, okay. That's what I know.
I mean, again, things are hazy, but...
Just to be clear, that's the only part of you that has been stroked.
For now.
I don't know. He's always walking around naked.
I tried to hit him with a
bump into a tree or something.
Especially with his head with his nose in the sky like that. Kind of like it. Something.
As you can see, I'm a fair bit taller than most Firblogs. I stand at 3 1/4 L's, just close to 10 feet for those who don't know what an L is. Thereabouts.
It's also a train.
Let's see. I can be sized, so I make sure that when I'm walking around, I'm being very careful not to step on any plants or wee beasties because they deserve a home too. From the temple sprout great horns, ram's horns. And
how do you walk in the forest without walking on any plants or animals?
Well, it's very careful for a druid. We care about all living things in the forest.
Even the small ones you can't see?
As much as we can, yes.
Then they're always underfoot.
Well, not all of them are hurt by us walking across them.
Good sit.
His feet are so big.
I mean, there are good much to sweep in front of them as they go along, so they don't crush a bug.
Yeah. I don't carry much, just my simple ashen robes, and you'll notice they are quite tattered and burnt.
They're actually in great shape right now.
Oh, they
They're
are?
brand new.
Oh, damn it. Great robes. They're really spiffy. I like them. I'm not sure what my tailor is, but wow, he really knows how to fit it well. And I have to admit, I feel a lot younger these days. I woke up and I was feeling quite old before, and just aches and pains, and now I feel like maybe like 20 or 30 again, which is quite young for a Firbolg. So, quite interesting to me, at least. I don't know what's brought you all here, but my journey's not been a pleasant one. It's like a blight had come to visit our forest, and well, I burnt it out, but I'm pretty sure there's more of them out there, and I've got to find their source, get rid of them before they take on these other fair lands. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I hope you can help me put an end to them. So,
Backstory.
Hello, backstory.
So we remember our long-term memory, not short-term memory.
Well, I mean, you have your memory is patchy, so you can say whatever you want to say.
Okay. Perfect.
It may or may not be accurate.
Well, which
I had
as it goes
1,000 gold.
Okay.
That was not in the bag of holding.
My name is Arendor of the Grave Soul family. I have to pay a blood price because my soul was essentially traded away for another person to gain power. So I am...
Just one question. Your name is Arendork?
Arendor.
Not Dork.
No K.
Okay.
Your name is Noke?
That's
Okay.
close.
Hey, stop being
Okay,
mean to the
okay.
new guy.
I love humans.
Especially slowly roasted.
In my homeland, they also call me the Knight of Flowers. I'm exactly as you see. I carry a pike. I'm usually covered in some form of armor, and because of my situation, I have been signed on as a warlock. Though my entire upbringing was that of melee, I was a regular guard in a lord's house. So the entire idea of magic and anything beyond steel is new to me. That's it. Sorry, I feel like I'm a failure for going after you. I should have gone before you.
You're a warlock.
I think he has more
Yes.
text on his character sheet than the rest of you combined. If it makes you feel better.
That does make me feel a little
I've been,
better.
It was
It was-
having a blast with
It's
this.
yeah, the one I loved. It's like I had this little part of my backstory. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to write like a little vignette about that. It was fun. Anyway,
There's the font size on my backstory.
Yeah, wow.
That's good. You got a good backstory. I read it.
and I'll also have you know that everyone has shared secrets with me as well, and so there's more than people are telling. In some
I
cases,
didn't
much
tell you.
more.
It's what I look like. So yeah.
I am Rex Kingsley. I'm a Dragonborn.
Hi.
I have red skin. I breathe fire. My father, his name is Viga. He's a king. And I'm here to avenge the death of my brother Hakov. And one day I will return to my court. It'll be after epic deeds of slaying a dragon, in particular Elgander. He is a fire serpent, and once he is dead, I can return to my land. I'll avenge my brother, and I'll take my throne, sit beside my father, and reign among the Dragonborn. I'm a fighter, and if you are a friend here, I will protect you with my life.
Definitely a friend.
Hi.
You, sir, more rations. And he's over 7 feet tall. He's pretty menacing guy. I'm not in full plane. I actually have like a breastplate, and I have all sorts of weaponry amongst myself. So I have a rapier, I have a maul, and carry also a trident.
Feeling shockingly inadequate. I have nothing and I'm tiny.
As long as they don't step on you, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I carry no weapons. Also,
Rob, could you hand the stack of papers over to me when you get home? Behind you.
Awesome. So, okay.
long rest.
Yeah, you guys just taking a long rest.
Do we lose any temporary hit points?
You didn't have any temporary hit
Do I
points.
But I
gain?
think with the long rest, you do reset
Do
temporary.
I gain the full hit points?
Yes, you fill up to your maximum hit points.
So I have
I'm not-
18 out of 10 hit points.
Because we healed them, you gave them
Yes,
extra.
your maximum went up.
Well,
I understand.
So, question then.
Yes.
Do I recognize that when I healed him, it like way overpowered what I usually would heal?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question. So as you healed him, and this has happened to you before, you felt like you were overdoing it, but his body absorbed it all, which is unusual.
It felt abnormal.
Felt abnormal that he took more than you thought he could take.
Firbolg, you said you had these
Can
good
I
berries.
check- would
I
I-
wonder if I might try one.
Oh, yes. I will.
Try to balance it. I wouldn't want
whip
to
up a
test it
batch for
myself
you
to
right
see
now.
if that's thing, but like I feel like that's also
You want to do that before you sleep?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's
Let's see.
so then yeah, I'll
Spell something. I only have 2, right? I think so.
Yeah, I think most
Sure,
of them
sure.
You weren't that. Yeah, nothing.
maybe two.
that happens to me.
Interesting.
Maybe you stand up a little straighter.
Yeah.
We can make some and then full rest.
Yeah, well, I use both my spell slots for
If it'd be full rest, you should be good.
full rest. I can do it again, but then I'm going to lose a spell slot.
You don't regain all your spell slots after a full rest?
No, you do, but then
But I
you're
used
saying to
them all
cast it again.
before.
Oh, I was thinking we do this before we go to sleep, but if you're already asleep...
But he's already used them.
He's already
No,
used
I already
his
You
used
don't have to.
Two
I
slots.
got you.
I used my 2 slots. So.
Finally, my train is catching you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And there's no good berries there.
There are no good berries here. Not now. But I'll make some
You've
later.
eaten them all?
The problem is, as your train
I
catches
didn't
up to
have
his train, you find out you're both on the same track.
Oh, that's not good.
And he has ram horns, so that's probably going to be important
Yeah.
for you.
We're going in the same direction, my friend. It's okay.
I just wanted to try healing and then sleeping and see if a slight heal, because I'm already at full health. Just want to see what it would do.
Oh. If I had good berries to give you, I would give them.
Do you have average berries?
Have we slept yet?
You're
yeah.
sleeping right
Hey,
now.
berries.
I found some huckleberries out in the forest. Would you like some?
Oh, I would. I
Oh,
love
yes.
huckleberries.
Small
Some
huckleberries.
Did you spend any time with the damage spellbook?
I did.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You don't have a spellbook to write it in. Okay. Yeah. Eventually, you will be able to fill your spellbook as you study that with your spells.
So I went to bed a wee bit earlier than these folks. If I get up early, can I read the book?
Yeah.
The books and see what I can learn?
If he had my spell book, because he asked me.
Well, it's a blank spell book. I don't know that he put it in a pile.
I didn't put it in the file, nor did anyone say that they were missing anything. Except him. But I don't have any fancy books.
So yeah, he gave you all the inks and the quills and stuff you need to write in a spell book. But
I sent you a message.
okay,
You might want to look at it.
I don't have a way to.
Oh, okay.
It's a threat.
I didn't catch it the first time I read these, but I love that they mentioned the previous campaign.
They do. I read right in there.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah, I talked with Mark about this like
I'm reading
8
it now
months
and I'm
ago.
like, I read the first time and I was like,
I kind of squealed.
oh, and then like there's more and I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
So
And it
that's
was really funny because
Good
ChatGPT, like, I want you to write these letters and I want you to include these things, and it's like the Argentell, and I thought it was like some ancient monster. So it was such a funny thing. Like, they put all these things in here, and I totally had to
You had to,
rewrite
like,
it
teach
to
it.
make them make sense.
Less murder.
Yeah, I mean, there's all the stuff in the previous campaign is up on that Notion. So it's a
At the
mess,
very bottom.
But
You just had ChatGPT the link to Notion.
Okay.
Like,
I probably
If you would have whatever I told you have.
Okay.
can I see the other ones?
Because
Well, then
it's based on your reputation.
Then
if
I
that
would
makes sense.
I would say that if I knew I should have had it, I would have asked for it.
Okay.
So we can assume that I had it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're able to describe some scrolls.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I know what those are?
Whatever your spells are, right? So,
no.
right. So I've never been a wizard. I think in a wizard, the spells that you know are written in your spell book, and you use your spell book as your focus when you cast.
Got it.
And then as you learn new spells, you write them in the spell book.
Okay. Got it.
Because you're a scholar, right? That's,
Yeah.
It's flavor. It means that you can cast your spells now.
Okay.
as far as I know.
But
Okay.
I didn't learn any new spells.
You didn't learn any new spells. You were able to reconstruct the spells that would have been in your spell book.
Got it.
And it's and everyone's arcane markings are their own, and so you have to decipher. And half of this book is burned, so between that you didn't. Oh, well, actually, as you come to, I'm going to give you one additional prepared spell, as if you were second level.
Okay.
All of you, except for Aeon, are awakened as you find your bodies kind of thudding to the ground. Aeon, you find yourself thudding to the ground, but you're on your feet. As the house around you kind of collapses in on itself and like squeezes you out and disappears.
Oh, we got booked.
The books that you took from the library are gone. They turn to ash.
First level spell?
Yeah. It's one more prepared slot. Yeah, so it would be a first level spell. Yeah. Yeah, because I forget. Yeah. So in theory, I don't know what D&D Beyond did to you. You're supposed to know 6 spells, and you can prepare 4 of them. Now you can prepare 5 of them.
I understand.
Oh, I should see that.
Okay. So here's my question. It's almost 9 o'clock. Should we decide what you're doing and stop there, do an encounter, and stop there? I just don't know how we want to go. I love how much you've been interacting with each other.
I would
Moving along.
like to figure out when our next session is.
Yes.
Is it 1 week or 3?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm super flexible.
Let's do one. Both.
Let's do one.
Let's do one.
Okay.
I love doing one because then if something comes up, 3 is still an option.
It feels like it builds momentum.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially in the beginning when you have to
Yeah.
get everything all
So
together.
we'll do 1 week, and then we'll do every other week, and then in March, the end of March, we'll shuffle again, so we're back on our normal weeks because that's what Jen told me she would prefer.
All right.
And then as far
that
as
was easy.
And I want to keep going because
Yeah.
it's still early.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
far
You
as
guys have kids.
tonight,
I need to kill more things.
I need to interrogate the warlock.
yeah. My goal is going
Knight
to
of Flowers.
figure out as much context about
Yeah.
why is here, why we're here.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually.
You see.
I want to take time.
I
to
pop
read
out.
this
I'm
too.
still in my shell.
Maybe not.
did I ever
You
actually
see a
leave him to go to
shell.
my own room, or did I go to sleep in his room?
You tell me, did you fall asleep on a shell?
On top, that would be hilarious. You fell
Yeah, I
asleep
got
on
a
the shell.
cricket.
I go see my shell.
You're like sprawled out like this on his back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't a turtle sleep on his stomach, though?
Not this one.
I followed and I can't get up.
You notice one of them has glitter on it?
Yeah. So I tried. So they reeked because I cooked them too long, and so I tried to spray some of my daughter's perfume on one of them to make it smell good, and also
Glitter would work.
and well, it's a glitter perfume thing anyway.
Right.
And I didn't manage
I'm
to.
familiar with that one. So, yeah.
Anyway, and it was also to indicate that was a relatively recent letter because it
Yeah.
still had sense from the sender.
Do you have
Been
the digital
inflicted with
version?
daughter.
I
Or
do
that's
have
mostly
digital
appropriate,
versions.
like,
I
read them
could
all.
put.
I
Yeah.
can scan them and do
You
the
can bring
PDF.
those home.
Oh, I'll take pictures. Well, I don't want to take them home. I mean,
I can
You
scan
can
as a
take
PDF
them.
and post it.
yeah,
Okay.
let's
We
do
can
that.
read
That'd be great. We should do that.
While the riffraff is talking, I interrogate the Knight
Okay.
of Flowers. With
So it
regards to
is.
his
It
patron.
is
Tell me of your
a
patron.
few hours past dawn. You're sitting in the dirt, well
I haven't
rested.
figured that out
How
yet.
many suns are there?
There's one sun.
I don't think you actually have to choose until
Kingsley
third
wakes up
level.
early. I start doing my
I think we're
calisthenics.
all sons.
I
Okay.
think so.
And I start training with my maul.
I walk away in a huff and just say, humans!
I make sure my door is open and I'm sitting at my vanity brushing my hair. In
Oh, you're.
There's no door.
There is no
Oh,
door.
right.
You're in the dirt now.
Naked again, I'm sure.
I am at the river looking at my reflections,
Still,
Okay.
probably.
brushing my hair.
I'm going to cast
Yeah.
Mage Hand and pull myself out of the dirt and put myself back on the tortoise.
Well, yeah, but if you were on his back, you could still be on his. Well, I guess
I
maybe.
brush my fur too. The difference is, when I do it, I look adorable.
I do not look adorable.
we all swoon slightly at Wraithfoot.
I'm just curious. I have to ask. Do any of you feel different since this change that we had earlier? We showed up here.
feel
Did
a
something
little
happen before?
more limber.
Not
I
really.
feel full.
Are you feeling more limber?
Yes.
Can I make a roll to see if any more of my memories come back?
Yeah. So I can tell you just generally that like you feel a little. You can still roll, but you feel a little better. But there's still. I don't know if you've ever had one of those headaches that just like lingers and won't go away, and it's kind of like in the back of your mind, almost not. You're not conscious of it until you're like, oh, I don't hurt anymore. Oh wait, I
It's
do.
like a hangover.
I've never had a hangover, but sure, I'll
What you're
believe you.
describing is a hangover.
Yeah.
So you have that, but with these memories, like it's like your time between memories is a little spotty, and there's still things you don't remember
And it
perfectly.
kind of hurts to try to
Very
think about
much
it.
like a hangover.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I've been drinking too much.
Um,
Hitting the meat too
you
much.
could try.
Was
I
I
don't-
background?
Okay.
Yes, that would be within your background. It's just something I hadn't thought about. So go ahead,
Yeah.
try.
Or am I just-
No, maybe I'm just generating too much heat.
That could be it.
Clip
That's
Um,
sweater.
Yeah. So given what you've seen, this might be
Not my
a side effect
I see your
of
t-shirt.
That's great.
an incomplete spell and the wild release of magic, and potentially trying to mix some things that, as you're thinking about healing and what went on and the way you're feeling, there may have been too much mixed in as well.
So-
This is a simple case of magic backlash. Of a spell gone wrong.
Is that what ate the humans?
Yeah, that is my leading theory.
I like it.
It's like the sloth from Zootopia.
I'm also going to give Chris one of these because he's been doing so much acting.
Hi.
Who's Chris?
Zorro.
Zorro.
I'm a wee bit concerned for the wolves. There were something off with them. I think we should go track them down and see what's going on.
Do you think they're
But-
still around?
Last time we met them and you said don't kill them, everyone kept killing them.
That's on us, not on them.
Excuse me, I have a theory.
But why would they trust us?
Someone has brought us here. But why? I'm gonna sit back down.
I don't think someone brought us here.
More of a question than a theory, don't you think?
Exactly.
I don't think anyone brought us here. I think we brought ourselves here.
Did everybody read the letters? Are those general knowledge at this point?
I don't know that
Hilarious.
everyone's read them carefully.
I've not read them carefully.
I've not read them.
They talk about
My character
summoning
would have, but I
magic
have
and
not
bringing heroes to
fully
a
yet.
place and the coming battles. There's some.
Also notice the name is mysteriously burned off of every single one.
It's very unfortunate.
But it looks like an eye, so maybe we just call this person Eye.
Turtle, what are you
Which in the
holding?
digital version, it literally is an eye with a dot. Because I didn't know I was going to do it yet.
Tortle.
Tortle, what are you holding?
But you can call me Cleric.
Clarence, what are you holding?
It's gonna be a long game.
When I said I wanted to keep going, forget it. One sentence from him, and that'll take up all the rest of the night.
Do turtles actually talk slow, or is this?
No, they don't. They move at 30, just like the rest of us.
He's also ahead of us.
Very old.
Take over him, he'll never be able to
If
do
you
it.
guys see real turtles, they're surprisingly fast when they want to be.
But
He's actually just messing
but
with
he doesn't
everyone
want to be.
constantly.
He doesn't want to be.
He would be in a nursing home if he were a human.
Yeah, I
He
should
actually
not be.
feeds on our annoyance.
That
That makes
I-
him younger.
Apparently, in D&D, turtles live to 50, which are really young. I am look really old, like
More
ancient.
than 50.
You maybe found a map
Alright, where did you find it?
with the papers.
Where did you find the papers again? I can't remember.
On the
With-
burnt body.
On the burnt body, yeah.
Aye.
Not in his pack, but actually in his pockets.
Maybe we should have checked the bodies before just killing
And they would have been
turtles.
folded, but you should fold paper before you cook it because otherwise it breaks. I learned.
But I think Wraithfoot checked the bodies.
I did check all the bodies.
And,
And that's how I found the papers that I handed
This is
her.
a map of.
I think we're here on the edge of the river. Or this may be the ocean. Or down here, there's a river.
So we're either
Put a compass
anywhere
on it.
there, or maybe somewhere else.
or not even on the map at all.
Or this is not us.
This is like we should be here before 5:30, between 5:30 and 6, or after 6, right?
I feel like I've learned less.
All good options.
Between the theory we have over here and your map, many a Mick will make a map.
This is not my map.
Oh, yeah, well,
This-
the map you're quoting.
We're asking
Dead
Clarence
wizards.
too many questions too fast.
I
I have another question.
know as much as you all about the map.
Is that cotton?
I might suggest
Yeah, I see the map.
if this is
It's
a
too
question
big.
of where we are among this forestry here, perhaps our druid can find us there.
Let me take a look. Not
Yeah,
much
that-
one with maps. This
You're
forest
holding
is
it upside
unknown to
down.
me.
Bite the corner off.
I look at the map over his shoulder, but I'm like way inside his personal bubble. Like way too close.
You're like eating something
Well, how do you
at the
look?
same time.
You're not looking over his shoulder. You're like pulling his arm aside so you can look around him because he's too tall.
I have another theory.
You
Yeah,
have
I'm
small
like-
children, don't you?
I'm just
I was just thinking, I was like, yeah.
Here. So what do you think?
I have another theory.
Aye. What might that theory be?
I'm not sure if this is a map or it's not.
That's most definitely a map. Oh, I see there's a circle. There's a circle on the map.
Can I go
Outside
out
the circle, there's
percept
different
the
trees.
door if the door is back?
There's nothing there.
Okay. As we talk about someone pulling aside your arm so they can see it, and now I know you have children.
Right.
Because I've had children.
Right now, it's the my youngest son is. You're not looking at the book. I know you're doing something else.
Are you good with survival?
Are
Or
they-
like
Are those
nature
the
checks?
steps
Yeah,
on
let me see if I
ground
can.
from
Would
yesterday, the
I
footprints?
recognize
Can you still
it?
see those?
Would I be able to?
I'm going to just
Nature.
follow them and go look back in the clearing.
I'm not
while
one
looking
of
at
those
the
maps.
map.
Okay, they lead to the clearing. And there's a lot more footprints now.
Nature to
There's more
identify.
footprints than there were yesterday.
Yeah, but they go. But you're going against those
In all
footprints.
directions.
As a druid?
Yeah.
And they're vary in size quite a bit too. Some of them don't even have shoes on.
Greg, would I?
And then
would
you're
there-
going to stop. Do my feet make footprints?
Yeah.
Would anything on this?
If you find
Very
a
small
muddy
footprints.
spot.
Would anything on this jump out to me? What do you want me to do? A nature roll?
You can do a nature roll or a general intelligence roll.
17.
17.
That's smarter than I am.
So a couple things that are weird about this map. So it's not very detailed. But maybe if this whole huge forest in the middle is uninhabited, maybe that's normal. You assume that white would be cold, and so that's either north or south.
Check it out.
And that if you notice, there's like
Or mountains, yeah.
it sticks out to you. There's like patches of different trees. Like it's not a uniform forest, but it's got like random patches of different trees, which that map does not do justice to because I was just using the free version of Incarnate, which I decided I didn't like, so I'm glad I didn't buy it. Anyway, so there should be even more variety than what you see there.
And would I know what these city castle-looking things are on the peripheries?
Towns, cities, villages. It appears there's like a road between them, and there's maybe a little river in the grasslands.
And given that there's a river and there's a river, would I be able to make a somewhat good guess of where we are?
There are no trees by the river on the map.
Which way is north?
Also, this river here is
Like
is too big. It should be like a creek, a stream. Into it.
I see.
Alright, well,
Yeah, you could jump across this.
we're in here. Maybe over here.
Always
could be over here.
follow the river.
I believe we are in this general area.
If you decide which way you think is up, I'm pretty sure your druid could get you to one of the towns if you wanted.
While they're doing that, can I turn into a bat and fly straight up until I see something?
Which way is north?
Oh.
You can
I'm
turn
just
into
looking
a
at-
bat?
I'm a
saying
demon.
from where the sun is.
Let's see, let me think.
What about that?
Yeah, north is that way.
I don't need flat spells.
Yeah. So it's interesting, as you fly up and you get a broad view,
Oh, that's a great idea.
even with your lack of knowledge of vegetation of this sort, you can tell that there are patches of very different trees. Like, you're pretty sure you can see like a swampy area and like a jungle area. Off to the west, there's kind of some hilly area. I mean, there's still mostly trees, but you can see that the ground kind of rises.
When you say to the west, which direction? would
That's this way.
Okay, so west is that way.
Yeah.
So you are sitting at the north point of the compass rose.
So if we head north this way, we'll hit the city. If we head east this way, we'll hit the city. If we head...
East this way.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant.
West.
This is a very different east in where I come from. And west, if we go west this way, or this way,
West is that way.
west this way. Now, you don't want to follow me in the forest. I get lost all the time.
No, you just
That's
find the
half
places
the
you didn't
fun.
know you wanted to go.
That's right. That's true. There's always discovery. So, forest is a magical place. Let me tell you. I could go on and on about the
I
roots.
say we go to a city!
Very well. And there's another city in this direction, so if we choose one of these three, we'll get there
When you
eventually.
come back and you say there's what was that way? Swamps?
There was some hilly country this direction.
Hilly country.
Hi.
Are there hills on the map going on the west?
Well, you know,
Or are the hills
hills
east?
of sorts.
Or are the hills east?
There's really not much on the eastern side. Looks like
deserty.
Looks like a desert
Did
to
I-
me, and perhaps fields off on the western side.
I have my look at it backwards.
Then
I think if you're holding that way north.
this is
Oh yeah, I got my directions reversed. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so do
No,
we
I
have
was
a
trying to
backward?
figure whether northern or southern hemisphere.
All right, so the mountains are over here. The hills are over
So
here.
should be this way?
No. I was thinking that the green with the white on top. I was thinking the green was to the east
Oh, I see.
because I'm
Well,
stupid.
give us orientation.
It turns out we're all
Is the
spatially
white
challenged.
north caps or is it southern caps?
It's
Southern caps.
So up. So the white is north.
All right.
Yeah. You're
So the hills are in the green or in the brown?
The hills are in the brown.
Okay.
Well, toward there is hilly country in the
Because there's
brown,
boulders coming in.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. and down along the coast too. And then there's much fertile land, more fertile land the other direction.
I'm going to come back
But
down.
we have our metrics, and we go to a city.
Can I just come back down and say we should just follow the river?
I'm following the river.
Can you say that in
Which
Batman?
direction?
Mountain or field?
It'll flow
Up,
away.
No one hears me.
upriver or downriver?
I mean, it'll flow to the river. We'll find the river that way, for sure.
I think the word you're looking for is sea.
I have made a decision.
No, it's a creek going to a river.
We travel
North.
west to the grasslands. And I just start walking.
Okay, you start walking this way.
You said it was swampy this direction?
No, he didn't see swamps. He saw hills this direction. Swamps would actually be that direction probably.
One small question. Last night around the fire, there was a big skull, right?
Mhm.
A clean skull.
Yeah.
And
I
someone
have
picked
it.
it up.
Yes,
Okay.
someone has it.
I got it.
Okay.
You know,
But the mountains
It's on,
are this way.
it's on my belt.
Okay.
Yeah,
say
I messed
my
up my
friend.
direction. When he flew, when he flew up, there was some hilly country still covered in trees.
Oh, I
This
see.
direction. Yeah.
Okay.
He's not seeing the edge of the forest. Yeah,
We're-
you did not see the edge of the forest.
Instead of heading towards the mountain country, we're heading towards the plain country.
Plain. Okay.
I mean, bats have really bad eyesight.
Actually,
So
they have,
I-
really good, they have good eyesight. They just are out in the dark, so they can't see.
They really do have good eyesight.
Is this real?
I know next to nothing about
I
bats.
like-
I'm not arguing with Aaron about anything.
They have bad eyesight? Yeah, they have horrible eyesight.
Oh,
That's just fine.
They just flying at night.
Yeah, but
They don't
owls
have dark
fly at
vision.
night.
If they were up there in the day, they could see just as
They
well
have
as a
better
bird
eyesight at
or
night than
a
bats do.
dog.
Bats
Have you ever
are
seen
fine.
the videos of
maybe.
bats flipped right side up to techno music.
Yes.
And that is like one of my favorite videos to just watch it occasionally.
So it sounds like we're heading west along the river.
Yes.
Like a golf club.
Yes. Okay, you're heading west along. Okay, which is actually you're going upstream.
Let's
Okay.
call
As
this
you
a
go
stream because
Oh,
it's
stream.
not a stream.
Yeah.
We could step across it.
Hey,
We
perhaps
walk
we could
right
walk,
down.
instead of walking in the stream, we could walk by the stream.
No, in the stream is nice and cool.
That's flipped upside down.
It's so good, isn't it?
Oh my god, what if I missed the live?
Okay, I want to.
I'm gonna be watching this like 2 a.m.
There's one where they like play techno music over it, and it's just like so good.
You guys are terrible.
That's what we're gonna
Again,
lose when TikTok goes
I'm
away.
still going to be trying not to be too close to you guys that make so much clanky noise.
Are you trying to be in front or behind or
So
off to
I'm-
the side?
I'm not loud.
Just so I know.
I am wearing breastplate armor, but
I
I
am.
can still sneak.
Yeah.
This is the person.
I'm
who-
technically also wearing this, but I've got so many other armor pieces on that, and metal shoes.
Wait, so are we all insanely quiet except for him?
I think so.
I am not insanely quiet.
Okay.
Remember,
He's just
you walk
outspoken.
at the same
I'm a
pace as we
slow
do.
big turtle.
So let me know, like
You
the
are
order
not
you're
slow.
you're marching
I'll
in
go-
here.
You
I will
walk
go in the
at
front.
speed is 30.
Okay,
We're
you're
not
in the
slow.
front.
I start
I
walking in that
I
direction.
feel like it should
I
be
feel
like
like
it should
very
because I am
meaningfully
very
and
old.
not at the
No,
front.
we're not going to spend the entire campaign.
Sort of slacking
you,
back.
you start and then you
Cross
kind of
out
slow
and
down until they
65.
catch up.
That's
Pass
exactly, and then I
I've
lay
given
right in
myself
the middle.
disadvantage on several things.
Okay, so
I thought about doing that. It's like,
are you like ahead, behind, out to the side? Where are you?
I'll be ahead because there's no point trying to sneak up on something behind this clanky group of people.
Well, are you trying to sneak
or
up, or are you
in
trying to
the
just
front.
not be
Still
down
riding
yourself? That's,
Yep.
I didn't know if you were trying to sneak up or just not be seeing yourself.
I think it's pretty
I'm
good.
trying to move quietly.
So you're just
Which
lounging.
You gotta get
Can't
marching
be
order.
right in the
Hunched
midst of
over,
all
so
of
you have
this.
like plenty of
You want
space
me at
to
the
let you
front?
lounge.
That's
The
the
other
other thing is,
I know Mage Hand and
like if I see like a tree that has like a
Here.
small hole,
Yeah.
that gets, or a bush that has a small area to get through it,
Just looking
I go
for, like,
straight through the
Go,
bush.
have your hand going around.
I'd love to see
And then, like,
the
10 minutes
6'2"
pass,
furry beast
drop
like
and, like,
crawl
they'll
through
pick
the
you
little
up,
hole in the
you're like-
hedge.
I don't even have to
Exactly.
crawl.
Go up and down.
That's like the great thing
Or
about,
a minute,
about these guys.
Yeah, it's my hands
They
in
can
the-
move
the
through
undead
small
service
spaces
hour.
without crawling.
So I have to go down.
But just the image of you like.
Like a cat.
Okay.
Should say, I read in one of the letters that there was a blight that was upon one of these villages, so perhaps we can find that as we go.
Should we talk about the rest of the letters? It seems like there was.
I think.
And then I just stopped talking.
You guys are picking up very bad habits from someone.
And then, like, seemingly in a completely different personality. What?
Are you schizophrenic?
Extra
So
friendly.
Aeon, as you hike, you still get this feeling like as you move, there's these little kind of shifts in almost like microclimate, and then as you walk further, these kind of large changes in like the type of forest. Like this is almost like this patchwork of different
Very odd.
biomes here.
This whole time, I'm humming to myself, and it very much seems like I have my own theme song.
I'm so glad it's unconscious for this
But I'm
part.
really off pitch.
And it's
Right.
only one tone in the first place. So,
Huh? You wouldn't know, because it's so off pitch.
and it's only one tone in the first place. Your entire song.
It only varies as you step.
Do
and
you
you
move
run.
with the music? Do you like stop on like pointed parts and like,
Well, yeah, like I'll plant behind a tree and be like...
I'm just waiting for you to get distracted by your reflection.
No.
It's not like lunchtime or whatever. Anyway, yeah. So you're marching along. It's why don't with are you in front, Aeon, or are you in back?
I'm in front.
Apparently, I'm
We're in the
the
front.
back.
I'm in the
Do you-
very front, remember?
just
Oh,
like
well,
a-
I know the very. But are you? Do you want to be in the very
The
back?
druid should
No.
probably be in the front.
I should probably be in front.
Okay.
I'll take the rear.
Lads walking through the forest.
So as you guys are walking through the forest here, the creek disappears and comes back, and there is
oh god,
prickle thorns, and there are
No.
trees, and somehow
Does the creek wander away, or does it disappear into the ground?
you wander away from it.
I thought
So
we're following the creek.
you are, but your druid here is manages to follow the creek without seeing it, so that you guys like. It looks like this would be a really hard slog. Or bush, the undergrowth, the bushes,
like that.
and
Yeah, sometimes it creeps.
and he's just like weaving through there, and you guys are just making jolly good time.
He keeps finding game trails and
Berries.
yeah.
berries, yes. I keep my eye open for any small berries and hand them out to people.
Are these good berries or just
Oh.
okay berries?
Well, these are okay berries. They're not
Anytime he
good
hands
berries.
out berries, I eat them readily. But like, I'm such a messy eater, and it's really embarrassing. But I am not aware. And they're just like straight all of them.
You managed to find a nice little sandy spot next to the creek for everyone to stop to eat their lunch.
Sounds nice.
I think I'm tired. Go back to jail.
Well, I give away all my rations, so I'm going to cast Good Berry because I'm hungry.
Well, there
bring a
were
pile
2
of
weeks of
rations.
rations for 10 players, so anyway, you can still cast it, but
What was your character's name again?
Rex Kingsley.
Rex.
Rex. I bring a pile of rations over to Rex, and I just drop them in front of him.
Very good.
By pile, do you mean like a ration and a half for your size?
Yeah, like it's like awkward, like how many rations I'm carrying. I don't know where I'm storing all these rations yet.
In your
Oh
mouth.
my shit.
You have a
I
backpack.
have a backpack.
It's about the size of you, but you have a backpack.
In my head, it's like the equivalent of a toddler carrying a Costco pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah, it is definitely like very strange, but it's like
I pat you on the head
Yeah.
and I just eat a whole ration.
So,
beautiful.
can I tell whether or not this forest, you said we're moving between these biomes, like, are they natural biomes? Are they, is
Yeah,
it a
well,
weird mishmash of things that shouldn't
It's
be
a
together?
little. It's the transitions, particularly between the starker differences, feel a little abrupt to you, and the smaller shifts are normal, but seem too frequent, right? It's kind of like this is all natural pieces, but somehow like these
Stitched
natural
together.
pieces have been like stitched together.
Seems almost like a theme park.
Almost like incarnate with a hexagon. So.
Kind of almost like you were in Seattle and you walk down a hill and you encounter 3 different areas, 3 different weather patterns.
Main Street, Seattle. It's very different.
Nothing unnatural.
And also like Seattle, there
Yeah,
are
so it would be.
supernatural
You feel the forest is old
creatures.
and almost that
And dust.
has had different lives, different parts of the forest. It might be the best way to describe it. Okay.
Is there any hint of the Fae? That's the only thing I'm paying attention to.
So you hate the thing, right?
There, you see some beautiful butterflies and
Based on
some
what I've seen of his.
little little
Eldritch Blast.
sparrows going through. You haven't seen any fairies or
Okay.
any frolicky satyrs or something.
Can I identify some like game trails or anything?
Yeah. So you've been leading them expertly through the undergrowth. And as you stop for lunch here, and Zorro is lovingly Zorro is lovingly eating his rations by his reflection. You see
0.
a large, and this is not large, but it's a toad pop out of the water.
Do I see it?
The side of
You do not see it until its tongue strikes you. If a 18 hits.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you
Okay.
want a larger frog?
Like, does it clean his face?
Do you have a larger one?
Well,
I couldn't
have a
find it.
larger
I couldn't
frog.
find it. Yes, this is a large creature.
Yes. All right. I'll get it.
This might be.
Will you just 3D print it right now?
No, I can have one.
I'm so late today. We can 3D print in a minute and take it off and use it.
That's the future.
That's future.
You take 6 points of piercing damage and 4 points of poison damage. And you are, and its tongue pulls you into its mouth. You're hanging out
I'm
of its
dead.
rubs.
I only have-
You're
I only have
unconscious?
8 well, that was 10 points, and I only have 8 points of damage.
Okay, so Zorro is now
Incapacitated?
in this creature's mouth, incapacitated.
Oh dear.
You can all roll initiative.
Well, that was easy. Let's go.
So I'm gonna yell, "Are we upset about the human?" Question mark.
All life is sacred. Even his.
I got a wonderful 3 on my initiative.
Do I even roll initiative?
You roll initiative because you've got to make saving throws.
15.
I also got a 15.
Stop rolling my initiative. Just twice.
It's partly because I can't actually read my dice. So
Just
I don't know what I got.
I'm gonna put
Second
Mars
opinion.
for myself. Okay,
16.
16. You guys were 15, so that's not very good for
Finding
you.
quick places to stop to eat lunch is not my forte.
I'm only level 1. I only get a +4.
12 for me.
12 for you. Luckily for you guys, this thing rolled poorly. No, that's even below.
I mean, really, is it lucky for us though?
But you said 4?
12.
12. Why did I threw away the 1. I don't know why. Okay, Kingsley and 5. 4. Okay. Thank you. I didn't actually write down the number. I was just trying to write down. Okay.
6.
6. Okay.
High rollers.
Yeah. which I've never watched, but I should give
The
it a
high
try.
roller just got eaten.
All right. I was going to. The stench hits you first, a mix of swamp and blood. Squatting here, impervious, is a giant toad, munching upon the limb protruding from its cavernous maw. Viciously grotesque, it encapsulates nature's greed, a ponderous but pernicious predator utterly capable of swallowing you whole. And you particularly eye on some of these huge warts that are like basketball sized. A few of them have popped, and there's this black ichor leaking out, which is not normal.
Not a very healthy looking toad.
Yeah. Wraithfoot and Mars is on deck.
One of my feats is I can initiative swap if anybody wants to give me their spot in line.
I'm the dead end. You want to swap with me?
I like to heal.
Zoro
him,
might.
so
That
keep
doesn't
mine.
do much, but
I can, yeah. I don't know that I benefit from going
So
first or last if you feel like going first.
I'm trying it out.
Sure, we can swap.
Okay.
I have a 16.
I had a
so
I'm
you
sorry,
so
15.
you're on deck,
Okay.
and it's Wraithfoot's go.
So, the no, where were you in the initial order?
He's now
No, I'm
He's now second.
yeah, he was in the middle somewhere.
Can I hold my action until someone else is engaged with it?
You can ready an action, so you have to say, when X happens, I will stab the thing. And if X doesn't happen, your turn gets skipped, essentially.
Right. That's what I want. When
Okay.
something else is engaged with it, I want
Okay.
to stab it from the other side of whoever's engaging it.
Okay. Do you want to move so you're in position for that to get
I would
behind it?
have to move to be in position
Okay.
for that, yeah.
Couldn't you just...
And you said this is a stream we
move it.
can step over. I don't know how this thing could...
Yeah,
Right
it's
foot, right
you can
foot.
jump over it. Yeah, you're not gonna have to swim across the thing. Yeah, you can get across it.
Oh yeah, completely behind it, or to the side.
I want to be the flanking position, which is opposite sides of the creature.
Yeah. So
I'm
as
assuming
you
someone's going to engage it in front, and I want to move in the back.
I think almost all of us are going to engage it from the front.
so as you see your Conrad in this grotesque thing's mouth, you start running around behind this thing, and there's this moment of clarity, and you're able to move further than you have been. You now have your cunning action trait.
Oh, sweet.
You used your bonus action to get that far. Okay, and you're prepared to stab it when someone else is.
So I'm going to roll to attack. I have a 10-foot reach, so I don't have to be super close.
Okay. And I assume you get across so you're flanking?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your cunning action is you...
No, he's got to be within 5 feet. So
I
this
have
doesn't
up
work.
5 feet of the creature.
For me to get
Well, but you have advantage because he's flanking. with you.
Flanking.
Well, I
right,
am
but I don't
flanking.
get sneak attack unless he's engaged.
I think you get sneak attack if it's
If
you
you
get advantage. You get
If you
sneak
have
attack.
Okay, that's true.
attack.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. All right.
Okay. I'm trying to use the app, and there's a button for things, and I don't know where the buttons are.
That's why I kept getting confused because he rolled a 2. None of you rolled a 2. Okay.
So I'm going to roll with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit this creature.
And I rolled a total 19.
We roll a 12 that will also hit the creature.
Nice.
Okay.
Now,
Unfortunately, we once again gave us a creature that has already taken his turn in combat.
I did a total of 10 damage.
Well, it was really like Aeon would have actually seen him anyway and been able to act, I guess. So you can, if you wanted to do something as he emerged, because
Before he...
your passive perception was the same as his stealth. So you would get a turn on the round, the surprise rounds.
Okay. Do I get to move before he attacks, or is it probably after? Because we already have...
Yeah, because he already attacked, so... Because I really wanted to eat Zoro.
Order matters a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
To him, alright. Well, I'm going to do the thing that like a druid would do, which is try to reason with it first, and then if it's not reasoning, then I'll resort to violence. But
Sounds reasonable.
How's your aim with a good
Yeah,
gun?
that's true.
in fact, more of a punch than that. I'm going to grab on the legs of Zoro and start pulling him out of the mouth.
Give me a DC... give me a strength check.
Okay.
And you can do athletics if that makes a difference to you.
I don't think it really makes a difference. Oh, man. I'm sucking my rolls today. 8.
8.
You gotta put it in the tray, man. That's the trick.
Oh, I'm not gonna go see.
You don't get him free, but he moves a little bit. Okay, how much did you do, Wraithfoot?
14.
15 damage. Okay, and Arendon, I didn't finish writing your name down.
So I did a total of 10.
Okay, total of 10. So that's a total of 24. Okay.
It's supposed to be able to track your.
It's too bad this thing's.
Where to find that?
Okay.
Are you using D&D Beyond?
All right. That takes us to Clarence, and Zorro is on deck.
Zorro.
All right.
Zorro.
Oh dear.
Zero.
I'll waddle up to the creature. I'll grab. What part of you is sticking out?
I'm pretty sure that like my
His legs.
my legs and
His
my
legs?
arms. Is it like on my midsection or am I head down?
I like to think you went in head first.
Okay.
Head first. Okay.
Because you were looking in the water, and he like came out and just like.
It's a much better spectacle, at least.
Yeah.
I'll grab the back of his right leg and sort of try to give a little tug, but at the same time cast Cure Wounds on you. So you get 12 hit points back.
That's everything. I feel happy.
I imagine I can't pull him at the same time.
No.
So
But you can be in. Well, I guess
that's also an action, yeah. I will.
You can be lending moral support.
Yeah.
To the druid.
I will, flavor-wise, be ready to help pull him out from someone else doing it.
If you were unconscious,
I got his other
like
leg.
you've gotten down to 0,
Yes.
and then you get healed back up,
Mhm.
do you have to rest before you can actually take actions? Or can you take actions the next round?
No, it's his turn now, and he's conscious.
Mhm.
He would be prone, but he's already prone.
As long as it happens before
Yeah.
his turn.
Yeah.
He can take an action on his turn.
But there's consequences of falling unconscious. You lose spells, you're prone, whatever.
Being held by a toad mouth.
Yeah. Okay, Zorro, it's your go. And I can turn off the.
You wake up inside
You
the mouth of a
wake up.
toad.
You wake up, and it's
strange
dark.
For the second time.
It's gooey,
Third
wet,
time,
and dirty.
it's falling out of the matches.
It's not toothy.
That's true.
It looks toothy. Look how many teeth that
I'm
thing has.
gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
On yourself.
Is that a wisdom save?
Actually,
12.
Is it a wisdom?
Yeah.
for sleep?
Yeah.
It should just be a max of hit points unless they changed it.
Says wisdom 12.
If they changed
It was a max of hit points.
Yeah, they changed sleep.
You have to, there's a max.
Yeah, you roll some dice and
It
it's,
used to
you
be-
put someone's hit point.
Yeah.
It used to be roll a bunch of d6s, then it'd be your hit points, like aggregate.
That's what it was in
Wisdom
2014 rules.
Maybe they simplified it.
This was that moment when we started rules lawyering. This is the moment where
It'll be nice to learn the new spell.
Yeah.
he got here.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Just
actually,
change-
They
just
changed the spell.
in original D&D, sleep.
actually,
Sorry.
Well, in fact,
in AD&D,
They changed that in 3rd
None of
edition.
you guys are old enough to have played either of those, so I don't.
I played that.
This is great.
I played AD&D.
He
It
saved
just
with a
wasn't in the
-4
time
on his
when it
wisdom
came
save.
out.
Can I use my inspiration to have him roll again?
Yes, you may.
I'm gonna do that.
But joke stuff.
Yes, now he rolled below 10. He is asleep.
And I'm inside of him still.
And you're still hanging out of his mouth. But he has not swallowed you, so you're not going to be digested.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh dear.
Dear, driver sheet forgets.
With a bonus action, can I try to shimmy out?
You can try, but you won't make any progress.
Okay, fair enough.
I think there's now 3 people who are almost pulling you out.
As you carefully place this camera, does it matter that it says device is currently inactive?
No, it still
Yeah,
shows on the
it
iPad.
switches over.
Okay.
Okay, that takes us to Mars with Rex on deck.
I had that same fear a couple hours ago. It's like,
You see, it
It
is
states the battery, which is
is
nice.
the-
It doesn't translate and stuff.
Is the mouth open enough for me to dive inside?
Yes, you can squeeze in
Oh, for
between
sure.
the body and the
I'm
the
going
edge of
in.
them. Okay.
I'm just going to scream and go in, and then Eldritch Blast inward.
Wait, that will
Probably.
don't do that.
Yes.
that'd be a
Roll away from
spicy Cheeto.
I missed.
Inside.
I missed.
Are you sure? What did
Any
you?
direction you
I got
will
a 3.
Okay.
No, well,
yes, you missed.
He's
Yeah.
a flames creature, and he's
Or the spell didn't
Well,
go
he's
out.
he's not flanking with it, and it's a ranged attack.
I'm triple flanking from inside.
So hold
The
on.
spell
Hold
just
on.
didn't go out.
You are completely surrounded 360 degrees around
No.
your person, your body.
It's not
So there's
It's
any
not
360
damage.
the mouth is
because
still
only
open.
about
sphere,
because
sphere,
there's only
infinite
about
degrees,
300
infinite degrees.
because there's still a person lying there in the middle.
Oh,
So
Lord
you don't
Almighty.
get
The only
that.
thing
as
you
he's
could
squeezing
miss
through-
with is if you hit him.
No, as he's
That logic
squeezing
is
through,
flawless. Take damage.
As he was squeezing through, he had to pin his arms to the side and
So
shot
it did go
I
up.
think we
It
need
did
some
go up.
math here.
By the
so
way, you
what
have
is
total
the,
cover
how many
from
cubic-
anything outside of the toad.
And it's a sleeve, so you would have advantage.
How many cubic feet?
Well, but he has
is the-
disadvantage for being point blank with a ranged attack.
Am I able to use additional movement to crawl back out of the mouth after realizing that I did that?
Yeah, I mean it's difficult terrain, but since you're not like bitten, yeah,
What?
I'll let you crawl back.
But he's probably still
didn't
asleep,
wake up.
right?
Yeah,
I'm going to attempt
yeah,
to
because he
crawl
didn't do any
onto
damage.
the top of the toad.
Okay, you crawl onto the top of the toad.
And
All right,
starts crafting a staff.
Rex,
This
and
is a
then
neat spell.
Aeon, you're next.
Sleep? Yeah.
Sleep?
It goes from incapacitated to unconscious.
So
then
I
fails
take it.
again.
I take it he's still
Oh, it's
inside,
another-
right?
Okay, another save at the end of
He's
its next
still
turn.
inside. He
Okay.
climbed
It
out.
fails
Oh, yeah.
that, it goes unconscious to just incapacitated.
And the thing is asleep, so.
So you have advantage if you're.
So he's still inside. I hit it with the maul.
I'm not seeing that.
On 24
Uh,
rolls,
13.
target fails the second
13
save. The
hits.
target
Wow.
9 damage.
has the unconscious condition.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Right now, it's just incapacitated,
I see it now.
not asleep.
He is now awake, presumably, because he just took a mace to the head.
Okay, well that'll do it.
That does
Your
usually
turn.
wake one up.
All right, I'm going to try to pull him out again.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
You have I'll give you advantage because he's trying to wiggle out with his bonus action, and he's trying to pull with his bonus action.
22, so.
Okay, you pull him out because that's much higher than needed. Okay.
Thank
And now it's.
And as I come out of the frog, I'm like, I am not well.
Because waking up naked wasn't the problem. It's waking up inside of a frog.
Oh, I was never asleep. But I did not enjoy this experience.
We
It-
passed out.
Makes
Huh?
Passed
this
out from
awful
damage.
croaking noise,
Oh, you're right.
loud
You're right.
and kind of up to the sky. It reminds you of a wolf howling.
Uh-oh.
And then it attempts to bite you because.
I think we should pull it back.
You
It's
made
calling
an attempt.
ours.
There was an attempt.
That is a 10.
That does not.
Okay. That takes us to Wraithfoot, and Arendor, you're on deck.
$21 to hit.
That hits it.
For
Who is this guy rolling so well over there?
12.
Well,
He's getting all of my
the toad collapses.
roll juice.
As it collapses, this gosh awful thing, a wriggling tadpole, large and bulbous, lurks just beneath the slimy surface of its pool, watching and waiting. Two glassy eyes peer out to regard any nearby, while its front suddenly splits to reveal a wide mouth filled with sharp teeth, blood red with holes for nostrils, and big eyes. Chaos reigns. And this is not quite this. This looks furry, but it's what I can find. And it pops up out of the water, and it's going to try to take a bite at you. Hello. And that is not going to succeed, I am sure.
So the toad is gone,
That's
and that
10.
thing
The,
is in its
the toad is dead, and this thing just kind of jumped out from underneath it.
Oh,
Kinda.
gross. It was pretty.
It attempted to attack you, which I'm pretty sure the lowest AC is 11. So you're good. That takes us to...
Are you still riding on top of the dead toad?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the new creepy thing.
okay. Go with attack
With
the
advantage?
if you flank it, yeah.
yeah, because I'm still behind it, and it's still because if it came up in the same spot,
Yeah,
it's still
yeah,
flank.
yeah. But he might have to get closer because it's not as big as the toad. But
Total 17.
that will hit this thing.
Perfect. And I'm going to use my feat savage attacker so I get to roll damage twice and pick the high roll.
Nice.
Yeah. That one's a really cool one. That like advantage on damage.
Total 7.
Total 7.
Damage.
Okay. All right, and as you do that, another one pops out.
I'm going to start shouting.
But I forgot
don't
that
like
wolves
this.
have pack tactics. Sorry.
We should pull it back. Get away from the shore.
That is a 14
To me,
to you. Yes,
it does not.
does not hit. Okay.
That's why you wear metal shoes.
All right, and that
for the
takes us
toes.
to
Yeah, steel-toed shoes.
Oh wait, it showed up. Oh no, I can't do that. Never mind.
Clarence, and then Zoral, you're on deck.
Oh dear.
Go.
So one of these has always already been hurt? Did y'all hit one?
One of these
one that-
blood red snake tadpole
Yeah.
things has been hurt.
I will cast Hold the Dead on the one that's been hurt. Wisdom save 13.
That is 16.
Then nothing happens.
Another one pops out and goes for Zoro because he's on shore.
What
There.
does it just like pop out a bunch of murderous babies?
He's all popping out of the toad.
Out of the water.
Oh, whatever.
Maybe it's what I just named two of these things number 1 instead of naming one of them number 2.
Murder toadettes.
Who does number 2 look for? Murder spawn.
Okay. That is a 18 to hit.
Yes, it does.
Sorry, Chris. I don't know why these. I roll well against you. That's 4 piercing damage.
And you're down again.
Not yet.
Zoro, it's your go.
It's just like
Mars,
your
you're on
fans, they're
deck.
just fatally attracted to you.
Yeah.
So Zoro is very noticeably embarrassed about his reaction to getting out of the frog. So he dusts off his robes, and he, in the heat of battle, he takes the time to say, "I thought he had cut my hair," and then I walk as far away as possible. I do my full movement.
Okay.
And then
That's going to be an attack of opportunity.
that's okay. I'm not aware of that. My character, isn't. I am,
That's a 6 points of piercing damage.
and I'm dead. Again.
Before he gets away.
Before he gets away. 'Cause
Oh.
Let's all hurt.
But maybe you fell in a creek and it's washing
Just
you.
so I'm using all my healing potion, my healing spells on.
Okay, sorry. Mars. Oh, wait, another one pops up.
This guy's a daft.
And who is the next?
Who has AoE?
It'll go against you, Clarence, because you're the next closest one to the shore.
Sure.
I don't remember what their move is. Okay, it's enough to get to any of you. That's a natural 1.
Fails.
It bites the dirt.
Bites the dust.
And now it's Mars's turn with Rex on deck.
So
Yes.
I was supposed to be up, and I think you skipped me.
No, you're last.
Oh, I'm lost. Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
How many have I put out there?
There's-
Because I have more moves.
There's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because I have more of these than I actually want. So I want to make sure I don't overdo it.
Which one was damaged?
The one against Wraithfoot on the other side of the creek.
I will hex that one with my bonus action, and then Eldritch Blast
All
it.
because of my hair.
And I'll hit it this time. With an 11.
11. It doesn't hit. Oh, it was so close. It would have hit the toad. Okay. Okay, number 5 pops up, and it will go after. It'll go after you because you're not behind somebody else.
The druid?
The druid, yeah. Aeon. That is a 6, so it misses. Rex's turn, Aeon, you're on deck.
Yeah. I swing around the side of our Tortle friend, so I can get in position behind that snake. So I'm flanking it on its rear wing. And attack with the ball. That is a 19.
That hits.
8 damage.
8 damage minus 8. Okay. I realized that having all identical creatures makes it really hard.
It does.
Didn't realize which one is which.
You can put colors or anything.
That's true. I should.
Alright,
Okay, and then one pops out
Behind me?
behind you.
Oh, excellent.
That is a 16, which.
So I'm using my maul, but it still doesn't hit.
Because your shield.
17, yeah. Well, I'm not using my shield right now. I'm
Oh,
using my maul.
okay. Aeon, as you, it's now your turn, and Wraithfoot, you're on deck. These are not natural creatures. These are some sort of aberrant form of life.
Yes.
doesn't mean they can't die of natural causes.
The blight. It's like, this is unnatural. And then I kneel down and cast Cure Wounds on him. It's like, I'm not going to get any.
Just like one good berry.
So you recover 10 plus. What is
That's all of it.
Okay.
You're a good punching bag.
Apparently.
You wake
You
up.
can't-
Ah,
you
back
know.
down.
Actually, the very bad punching bag, but he does not stay up. He's getting punched more than once.
Punching bags at least take it.
There's one
Yeah.
right in front of me that I can
take
that
the
is
tank
flank
out of the.
That is,
you
sure,
can't take
yeah,
the
and damage.
player.
and damage. And
Still trying to axe it.
what does the hex do? Anything that matters
Not
to
for
me?
you.
No.
Darn it.
Are you both hex played? Are you just hexing it here?
I don't think you're X-Blade. You're not going X-Blade.
No.
13 hit?
Oh, like a sword?
13 does hit.
Hexclawed Warlock?
And I think,
I'm
how many dice are you rolling?
fragile.
No, you just roll. Yeah.
I want to
2d6
be
plus
not
4.
in melee.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
You couldn't not kill it. Okay. Erendor, it's your turn. Clarence, you're on deck.
Pick out the hex one. It's gone.
We just move it to a different one.
And then I use my movement to flank the one that's attacking. Who's that?
Double flank.
Who's
It's a flanking
in the
savage.
middle there?
Me.
That's you?
The orange. Yeah.
No. The big guy.
The tall one?
That's
Nope.
me. That's me.
That's me.
That.
That's right. That's Kingsley. Rex.
Okay. Now it's
You're
your
taller
turn.
than him?
Sorry.
In the
I'm
scale,
gonna
yes.
attack the same
I mean, it's
as
just
before. The first one.
Okay.
So
Scale is approximate.
still, I don't
The
roll
one that
with
attacked you?
advantage now. I don't think I'm.
Yeah,
rolling-
because it's not flanking. Yeah.
Yeah. 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and total 6 damage.
It turns around, and I don't think a 12 is going to bite you.
Nope.
Okay, you managed to fend
Once
it off.
again, the power of metal shoes.
Clarence, it's your turn. Zoro, you're on deck.
Just the one that's hurt?
The one that hurts is not the one that is the one next to the one attacking you. You can get it.
I did 8 to this one.
What? Oh, you
Yeah.
did 8. Oh, yes. I guess that one is hurt too.
Okay, I'll do
Not the one that
Toll the Dead again on that one.
Okay.
Wisdom save, 13.
Make a wisdom check for me. Actually, it's
Just straight wisdom?
yeah.
12.
12. Okay. That actually worked.
Actually, that's
But you notice that these creatures seem to be
resistant to necrotic damage.
resistant to to magic.
Oh.
Like trying to get your spell there seemed more difficult than normal.
Oh, interesting. Well, just rolled 12
That's enough damage. Yes. Which is more life than it had before it was damaged. Okay.
So you can remove the one.
The one next to me, the turtle is dead.
Number 3, I think, is the one that went after Aeon. That is a 17 to hit
Aye.
for 5 damage. Piercing
But the
damage.
scotch.
And then that's Zoro's turn, and Mars is on deck.
If I try to get out of dodge, will there be another attack of opportunity?
If you don't use your action to disengage.
So I
I
will
think-
use my action to disengage.
Yeah. And you have to use half your movement to stand up.
And so I will move the remaining 15 feet
Away from the crate.
away from everything.
You're still in range.
Okay. That one's dead. Mars, it's your turn. And then Rex, you're on deck.
I will scream defiance and attempt to shoot something. I am deeply frustrated. 14.
Okay, what are you shooting? It hits.
The hex-bladed.
Next play one. Okay, yeah, that hits. And that one was
11 damage. No, 12 damage.
Damn.
okay. It's dead. I just don't remember which one it is. We'll say it's this one.
It was the one that had the red thing.
Well, I don't know which one it was on my
Oh.
paper.
Got it.
I'll move the hex.
Okay.
Yes, please.
You want it
Tadpole
closest?
5. Actually. Would have had to have been that one. Anyway, okay. So I think I messed up the order. I'm going to do the one that's attacking you, even though I think it actually goes after you. But
Yeah,
because I crossed out the wrong guy, I think.
please.
That is an 18 this time
That hits.
for 4 piercing damage.
Excellent.
Okay. Rex's turn. Aeon, you're on deck.
Yeah, I turn the one that's now immediately behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I turn on it, strike it with my maul.
Okay, who has not had...
13?
13 hits it.
That's the one that I'm flanking with them.
Yeah.
So you got advantage.
No, I haven't hit him yet. I have.
No, he has advantage. You're flanking, so it's advantage, yeah.
14
Yeah.
damage.
14 damage, that's enough to kill it. And as in this moment of rage, as these creatures just keep popping out of the water, you just go berserk, and you go ahead and take your action surge and attack another one.
Let's do it. So you're like take off an action surge?
You now have access to your.
Oh, I have my
to
level
action-
2 ability.
Action surge, yes.
Oh,
And you were
Yeah.
using it at this moment by dictating me because I didn't know
Great.
other way to do it story-wise.
yeah. We'll all turn around and
Doing things while angry is a perfectly valid reason to do anything story.
that would be 21.
21. And that one that's hits.
So 8 damage.
That's the damage one. It is down. Okay, Aeon, it's your go.
I went ahead and rolled to hit it with my quarterstaff. Hit, did 10 damage.
That is just what you needed to end it.
Oh, there was
Kind
one.
of like a hockey
There was
stick.
one next to you. Is there one more we're not counting?
That's the one he just killed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's one more?
No,
No.
they all did.
Well, I assume
That's
we're
you, I think.
So there's one down on the ground.
I crossed out everybody on my list as far as I know. They're all
Oh,
dead.
no, they're all dead. Definitely dead.
Yeah, it's down.
What can we learn from these? Can we
Smash
look
his
at the
head.
corpses?
Yeah.
Can we
Go
eat them?
ahead and look at the corpses.
Yeah,
Victory is ours! We fought so valiantly.
You okay there, buddy?
I feel great. I sit down.
We should compare who did the most damage.
Your knees knocked. And just sit down.
Definitely
more
am.
valiantly than others.
I'd like to do a nature check to try and dissect these little
Okay,
things.
go for it.
Yeah. And also the toad to see what those pustules were.
Nice. Total of 5.
You can roll for the. And
Tadpoles.
Do I get it?
I'm going to give you advantage for this particular one, given your history.
18 plus 4, so 22.
All right. This thing. The only word that you would pull is that this toad was blighted.
Right.
And as you look at these other things, they are tadpoles, but they're not from here, and they are not from this toad, and they do not probably grow into a toad. They probably grow into something else. They were chaotic and bloodthirsty, and just feel out of place.
What about the toad? Like, what can I tell about its pustules? Is it sick?
Sick.
Is it...
It's much worse inside than outside. Whatever's blighting it seems to be originating inside.
I got a pretty good look on the inside.
It is
Okay.
very wet and waterlogged inside. Not as surprising as a toad. It sits in the water all
It appears that the good beasties of this forest are been afflicted by a blight of some sort, and there are also these other creatures that are not natural. Certainly, they don't come from this toad.
The other thing I'll throw out there for you with your high roll is that this blight is much worse than what you saw in the wolves, and you've also been traveling in the direction that the owl told you
Right.
strangeness was.
So I think we might be getting closer to the source. We should keep our eyes peeled for other beasties that might attack us. Perhaps be a little bit more careful, but looking at ourselves in the water, admiring our own hair.
No need to worry, I will protect all of us.
You did that so wonderfully
Right.
right now.
Indeed!
You occupied the creature's mouth, so
I
you fight the rest of
know.
us.
He never saw it coming.
Honestly, he stops all of us from being harmed, so...
It's very true. Oh, you were inside the frog. Oh.
Are you all okay? Do you need any healing?
I'm still fine.
Right.
I could use.
I don't know though. You healed some other people, and they look like they were way better off than when we started. So, but I'm still good.
That's true.
Do you have your good berries?
I've not used those yet, but
You have
certainly I
something
can.
Just to top off.
Sure. So I'm going to cast Goodberry. What is it, D12 or something like that?
Good druid. And I might change.
My eyes no
I'll
good.
look it up real quick.
I think it's
I've met several druids in my day. I'm curious, are you familiar with the spell Mold Earth?
I'm familiar with all druidic spells.
I hear that one has extreme utility.
You get 10 berries. Each one is worth
good
1
berry.
HP.
24 hours.
But each one makes you feel completely full, as we've learned in the past.
That's okay. You can
Also true.
not
I
to be.
believe the Goodberry
Doesn't have a die roll anymore.
use also aligned
Oh, 10
with
berries. Automatic.
All right,
Mold
so
Earth in the past.
I'll just hand out a berry to everybody.
How much do they give you? One each?
What hit point?
So I need 4.
I had
You can have mine.
Yeah, Rex, I'm going to immediately attempt to barter with you with my new Goodberry.
And now you're feeling bloated.
Well, you eat 2, I guess, or
3 at least. Well,
you've had at least
4.
3 or 4.
You got one. You got one from me.
I definitely give you my Goodberry as
Yeah,
tribute.
you got.
I think
4.
Clarence said you could have his.
Oh, I'm full health and feeling bloated.
Feeling very bloated. Like, ooh, it's going to be a rough
6,
morning.
7, 8.
All right.
Hey, doesn't your speed go down by half every time you eat more than the allotted number of Goodberries?
No, I don't
Every single berry.
Yeah.
Goes 1/2.
I think so. Yeah,
So you go less. No.
It's like, so you're walking like 2 feet.
It's like the Goodberry waddle.
Have you seen the Willy Wonka film when the girl becomes a blueberry?
Yeah.
Go Bianca.
We should continue proceeding this way. It seems like the beasties are getting sicker as we go, so
It's amazing
fine to
how
find the source.
similar this looks to the clearing that we woke up in.
I am going to keep my eyes peeled, still staying like
Sounds painful.
ahead of the party. Hopeful that the next time I surprise it instead of it surprises me.
So are you doing that thing that I've heard that rogues do where they like pay attention and use their active perception? Yeah. I'm familiar with that concept. I approve of your diligence.
Before leaving
As
the
I
area,
climb
I'd like
back
to
onto
go and
Clarence.
stab all of them again with my pike,
You go and you stab them all.
just to be sure.
Their insides are weird. They don't have the same organs you would expect from a snake or a frog.
As long as it's dead.
It's chaotic. Yeah. As you can continue up the stream, it's
Did I notice
getting,
anything when they were? Did I?
I'm ahead of the party. Outside of the noise.
The chaotic
for you guys.
way that they move might
put me up.
tick something in your brain.
Okay.
Yeah, you should put them closer to the front.
Yeah.
Put me in the back.
Yeah. Good perception, of course.
So despite the size of this creek not being very big, it's not getting small very fast. But it is getting smaller noticeably as you start to get
This is a
onto
creek.
evening.
It's like 3 inches long and a 10-foot tall frog surprises out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that, but
Was it?
I'm
you
a
have a
city
bag of
boy.
holding?
Deep.
But I'm a city kid.
You've obviously never swam in
Holding.
lava tube tunnel rivers. Literally like channels. Anyway, really great for bridge jumping. As it's pushing onto evening, you get to a spot where you see there's this kind of like black mark in the water, and then as it comes down, it eventually kind of disperses and loses its shape in the water. It's not distinguishable from the rest of the water, but as you follow it up, you can kind of see that it's like almost like this trail in the water of something else.
Are we walking upstream?
You're walking upstream.
Okay.
Let's keep our distance from the shore if we can.
Wait, so the line.
Don't need to tell
so the
me twice.
line.
It's like imagine a drop of food coloring in
Right,
a little.
but that's coming
laminar
downstream
flow.
by us.
It's coming downstream by you, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and eventually it dissipates, and so you
But
can't
it's just
see it
we're now
anymore.
at the point where
But
we
for a
can
long time, you
notice
can
it.
see, that it's own
So
little
for the
thing.
source of this is coming from somewhere for sure.
And as you continue up about dusk,
Is it magical?
Evil dead thing.
yeah, you're gonna try to find out.
I ask the air. Maybe the human knows. He knows many things.
I know a great many detect magic. I cast detect magic.
You yell that out when you do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that how you cast
No,
spells?
yes, yes.
You have to
advance
balance
with
with
It
the
does
forces
have
everyone
a weak aura to it of not my schools of magic. I would say maybe evocation, or what is charming? Where does charming come from?
Enchantment.
Enchantment. I'm not sure which would be appropriate. I don't. Anyway.
Also,
It's pretty faint.
now that dusk is approaching, does my detect magic sense a magical door that has perhaps followed us and now is appearing close by?
No.
We should go back and see if it can.
Yes.
Then the next
All
two
the-
hours go back.
We're looking for the door.
Go back to the clear.
Yes.
That is
The-
now our
the-
mission
the-
as our group.
Helpful hermit. What is it like? 7th level wizard came and recast the engine for you, just in case you needed to face a camp.
I'm pretty sure he died.
As the sun is setting, you eventually follow the creek up to a bluff, and the water is coming out of a crack at the base of the bluff.
Is it dark?
Yeah,
It's dark,
It's
yeah.
not
It's
very dark. It's
Oh,
just
it's
flowing
light.
right out of
it's
the ground.
flowing out. So there's kind of a crack in the bluff.
Is it big enough to put a small imp through?
You can't. You can see that it goes in. You're not sure how far and if it gets smaller.
I just hiss.
Does the discoloration basically seem to get larger as we get towards,
Yeah, as the creek has been getting smaller and as you've been going upstream, it is taking up a bigger chunk of the stream.
Yeah, so it's like less dispersed, more concentrated.
Yeah, it's darker and it's more concentrated.
Does it resemble the ichor that was dripping from the tub?
It gives you the same unsettling feeling, but it's more of like an absence of light black opposed to like, I don't know,
oil,
like a black paint. Yeah.
This has no light. You can do something about that, can't you?
Cast light on my shield.
No, on that.
On the
darkness, the lack of light in there.
On the water.
The darkness in the water.
While he's talking, I Eldritch Blast the water.
What time is it? Is it getting to be evening?
Yeah, it's like sunset now. It's at the base of this bluff.
Terribly thinking perhaps this may not be the best place to pitch camp. So right before this crack with this ooze coming out of it. Getting late. Perhaps we should head into the forest a wee bit and find a place that's perhaps more defensible.
I have an idea. I would like to sleep.
I shouldn't have healed him.
Hi, you and I both.
At some point, does any of us take like mental damage?
Constant psychic damage.
It's like
your general demeanor decreases and you have disadvantage on all social checks.
I mean,
I would like to sleep.
Does it make sense to sleep?
Well, it's getting dark.
It's dark. You guys can't see, so yes, we should find. I agree with Aeon. We should find a place to sleep and camp.
Was there anything else? Is it just like it dead ends and there's?
It kind of dead ends. Yeah. So there's this big bluff in front of you. It's pretty steep here.
Is it possible to get up to the top?
It's possible that there is a more gentle slope around the side. Yeah.
Well, it'd be nice to camp at the base of the bluff, so we have at least a full wall.
You would roll a nature check for me.
I'm going to do it too.
Oh, well, roll a nature check and I'll fail miserably.
Druid doesn't do a great job with
nature. 15.
Yeah. Okay. You're
it's weird.
I have a proficiency in
nature. It seems like a weird classification, right?
Yeah. Is it not wisdom based?
It's intelligence based.
Oh. I will let you roll wisdom when I ask you to. You specifically, I'm assuming it's a wisdom.
That was a 10.
Yeah. So as you've been walking and you've kind of seen this in the distance, and you've gotten closer to it, and you're standing up to it next, it's like you kind of feel like volcano vibes. Like there might be an inside, if you can.
Like a hollowed out interior.
Yeah, like this might be a shell.
I want to take my pike and just like hit the wall, see if it echoes.
It's pretty solid here. If you hit like the wall proper, if you kind of go down to the hole and hit it, it does sound like it goes a ways.
Quiet down, human.
Already asleep?
On top of my shell.
I'm much on the shell.
Let's move
At one point, you're going to fashion a lounge chair in the back of my
darkness.
shell.
Yeah, I sleep somewhere else.
A backpack.
I don't even know if the blackness is dangerous. Perhaps we should throw in Zorro.
Worked with the
I'm
frog.
just kidding.
Have you guys been drinking from the stream?
Either way, there's something. I mean, this water is coming. I would like to not be near the source of the black.
Can I do kind of check to see
somewhere
if I can
else.
discern its
Yes.
nature?
I do
You
not
could try
like
to
the
do a
water.
medicine check if you want to know if it's like.
Is this poison?
But that's
or is this
yeah.
like a natural poison base, or is it more of Arcana?
Not worth it.
A natural 2 is a 10, either way.
It looks gross.
Yeah.
It's probably not good.
No,
From everything you've seen.
Wrong.
Alright, so why don't we check
I'm gonna-
inland a little bit and see if there's maybe a clearing.
But before we do that, are there any small creatures around? I want to do a thing.
If you spend some time looking, you can find like a chipmunk or a sparrow or something.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mage in some of the gooey stuff. I'm going to grab a chipmunk. I'm going to force feed it the
Why
black.
don't do that? What are you doing?
Experience?
do that.
I'm curious.
No.
I'm curious.
The thing coughs and sputters and fights. As it
And I walk over to him. I'm towering over him. Like
I immediately
I'm
go
like-
invisible
and I
and
lift my
run.
foot up and hold it over his head.
he
But I'm
disappears.
invisible and I run away.
Make a perception check to see if you which way he runs.
Well, you can hear me hissing the
No,
entire
not
time.
Yeah, he runs off, and you know he ran that way.
Go feel
I-
invisible thing.
I grab and
back
save
shell
whatever small
for
animal
protection.
Make a. I want a dex check between the two of you to see who's faster. If he gets invisible before you are able to.
No, I'm not going after the animal.
Oh, I assume he still has it. Did you drop the?
No,
He was mage handing food.
I'll give you one guess if I got over a 3. This is the worst. I don't think I rolled over a 5.
That's all right. I rolled a
Okay,
one
you
on
managed.
perception check.
You managed to get the chipmunk.
4, so I don't know what I rolled, but it can't be worse than that.
You managed to get the chipmunk from him as he disappears and runs off.
Good.
Good night. I just walk off and go to sleep.
If you go around, there is. As you go around, there is. So the face that you're at is kind of very steep, and then as you kind of walk around, you do see that it's getting gentler, and it gets gentler towards the other end, and there are, particularly around the base of the hill and even up on it, right there are the foliage is much sparser, so you could find a good spot to camp where you can see things.
Think rather be on top or bottom?
Top.
Stop.
I would say bottom. So we have a wall against our back.
I'll take second watch.
We'll take first.
She's on a patch of moss somewhere.
You wake the human up.
I'll wake up the human and take second watch with me.
There we are.
Before I go to sleep, I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
After you're snoring, my watch has said loud environment.
And it's right.
It would not be lying. It's like, I've noticed you're sleeping, and yet you're moving.
Yeah.
All right.
We break.
Take a rest. First watch.
Okay.
So I think that we should pick up at the watches next week.
Oh, pick up with the watches next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, so you guys, if you want to decide the order watch and put it in the who's it,
I'll be
that'll
first.
work.
I think you went to level 2.
How many watches do we do?
So,
watches?
are we
Three.
technically level
5
2 now?
plus your...
No.
No, just
many
parts
people?
of
Yeah,
our
parts together,
character.
yeah. So-
3 watches with 2 people each.
You have me roll.
Oh, you rolled.
And I got
The only
you-
trick is
yeah.
that the people
Like,
magic
it's fine, 'cause I
users
already
need
told you mine is,
a
so you were-
consecutive, not all magic.
Well,
Yeah.
I just reread it.
Soul.
It's 6 hours of sleep with out of an 8-hour block, 6 hours of continuous sleep, and you can be interrupted for up to an hour as long as
Because
you're
it was
not doing anything
in the
strenuous.
moment. It was
But that means that you can't be middle watch.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking
And then
about
he
that.
was
I was
like,
talking
oh,
about
that's
that.
it's any-
Magic users need to be on first to last watch, not middle watch.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was... Yeah. That worked out much better than it could have.
You're taking him on second watch?
Too bad. He should have stayed awake long enough to tell us that.
Oh, well, yeah, too bad.
You're not getting
That
spell
makes
slots
sense.
back to wake you up.
But there's
I'm not getting any what? Spell slots
Yeah,
back?
so
Did he even use any spells?
yeah, well, so I'm trying to get everyone something, but the problem is
I used both of my spells.
the spellcasters have like 6 things and like.
And as you whine, I say, well, next time you
As
should
they
be
overhill
a part of this group before you go to bed. And then you can request.
You could also just keep sleeping.
Your proficiency
Huh?
bonus.
You could just keep sleeping an extra 8 hours after.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen.
in next week.
So yeah, so I'm trying to come together so the story makes sense for you to like remember.
Because if there's anything that's more annoying than someone who's
That's what I'm trying to do.
If I can't exercise it, because I have
That-
an idea, it's there.
self-centered,
Yeah, so you now have the action.
it's being
surge.
that self-centered
That's
and
permanent.
not being
You have
able to
that.
get a
Oh, okay,
get a
that's
nice
good.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So that thing.
Where's
Did I
my-
just put that into your container?
Is that?
I thought this was good that I opened.
Thank you.
Is this one yours?
As soon as I started, I lost a lot of my nervousness, which was good.
Yeah, once you get rolling, it really helps.
I'm glad you lost that nervousness, because we had a total of 7 people.
7!
And I don't know how everyone else feels. I feel like we were able to keep combat moving along.
Thank you for the on decks. That's a great idea. Like, you're on deck.
On deck, yeah.
You're on deck.
And I don't know. I was trying to interlace monsters and people when there was more than one. I don't know if that was.
Well, it's the first time. I mean,
I think it worked
we'll
really
get
well.
smooth.
Doing the
Oh, it
person
felt
who's
so
on deck
buttery.
sometime.
It did.
So smooth.
If you have one of these make sure that you write down that you've got
Yeah.
a healing potion.
I like the part where
On
the
your card?
human almost died.
Got it.
Twice.
I like
I
that
really felt
part
bad about the
too.
second one, but he just ran away, so I'm like, he's gonna get bit. Like, these creatures are literally from the plane
That
of
would be
chaos.
comic
Like, that is all they live for.
Attack the weakness.
You like him, but then you're like,
No, you
I like
don't.
how we,
No, I
as a
love
group,
that,
rallied
that's
against the.
As a human, I don't enjoy this.
As the other human, I have no idea, and I don't really care.
I will say that of the two humans, I've pulled my weight.
I pulled my weight.
No, other people definitely pulled your weight.
I single-handedly took down every foe that we've encountered so far.
Haven't you read his journal?
I think it's really on your character idea.
It's
Tyrion
Twilight.
Darrington.
Tiny,
Huh?
tiny.
Tyrion Darrington.
I don't know
Do you
that.
know from Critical Role?
From what?
Critical Role.
I had so many ideas for my
They
last
did
character.
Game
I
of
never watched
Machina.
it together.
I know of it, but I've never watched it.